So
I watched the last 5 minutes about 20 minutes ago, so we're good.
Refresh.
we're good.
All right, so last we left off, you guys were in the middle of getting stomped by a mammoth that had exploded out of the wall after you guys were shouting, trying to figure out what was going on with this moon dial that the elves had left. After a kind of a knockdown, drag-out fight where Duffpost tried to get away a few times and just kept getting knocked down. You guys eventually took down the mammoth and took a rest, trying to figure out what was going on in the cavern tunnel areas where you guys were taking your rest. You guys found a mirror that you couldn't figure out what was necessarily going on with it or how to get it to work. Eventually, you guys think that it had something to do with the phase of the moon. And you guys found 2 other doors with similar symbols of the moon, of which the moon dial was looking at outside. Without any other way to sit and wait for the time, you guys went back out to kind of explore the sarcophagus that was sitting on top of the berm. Tried lighting up the brazier with some of the, I forgot what you guys put in there, if it was the twigs or the
feather.
The feather, that's right. That was on the staff, of which nothing happened as you guys lit the feather on fire. You guys kind of continued on hacking off the head of the mammoth and dragging it back to Lonely Wood. You guys made camp essentially at Nimsy's house in her attic and heard an owl throughout the evening that just kind of wouldn't go away. The next morning, you guys woke up and had breakfast. Nimsy and her children made a delicious breakfast, after which you guys went over to the Happy Scrimshander and worked on creating a deal with Iris Knee to send 500 GP worth of Scrimshaw to Tourmaline to head off with Hertog to go back to Luskin. You guys also commissioned Zebulon to carve one of the mammoth tusks into some sort of wonderful piece of artwork they would deliver. Iris would have delivered to Bryn Shander, either at the Northlook Inn or to the town speaker. And that's where you guys left. That's where we left you guys off. After you guys had walked out of the Happy Scrimshander, you guys went over to the White Whale Tattoo Shop and found that it
closed.
And found that it was closed. Of which Nimsy said that Ishmael heads over to the other towns every once in a while to kind of spread his tattooing services throughout. He does come back to Lonelywood, and I mean that's just his home shop, but he does do a little bit of traveling as well, so you guys might encounter him out along the road as you guys explore the rest of 10 towns.
So we're heading to Bryn Shander, who may have a murderer problem, and so would the town on the way or a different town? I'm trying to remember the 3 towns that they said.
That's right. You see,
all had murderer problems.
When you guys were in the Lucky Liar, you guys did overhear from the, why am I failing on the person's name? Hilm, Hlin, told you guys about the mysterious murders that had happened in Targos, in Bryn Shander, and in East Haven. The 3 towns that sacrifice people to the to Ariel on the new moon of each month.
They suspect that he's killing people who are cheating the lottery system that puts them up for sacrifice.
That was her thought, is that Cephik Cultro, who is part of the traveling merchant band called Torgs, is working with /for/ in conjunction with Ariel to take care of any people who are trying to skirt around the sacrifices the towns are making.
Gotcha. All right. So it sounds like this person that might be killing people is a good not jumping off point, a good point of interest for us. I mean, you could have that ring that you're looking for.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I thought our plan was, to go hunt this guy down.
And he could lead us to Alreal. I guess we'll talk about it when we get to him, but I was wondering if maybe I could approach him alone, considering he shares some of the features I do. I mean, our eyes are similar, and we both, well, I used to worship. I could get away with lying to him about it and maybe get in his good graces and learn something about him.
Do you want us nearby just in case something happens, or do you want to do this
Absolutely.
entirely on your own?
Yeah,
No, not entirely, but I feel like approaching him in a group would be worse than me approaching him as a possible ally or something. I feel like there's enough things in common between us that I could at least convincingly lie, maybe find something out about him, or lure him into a place for us to capture or kill him.
I'm perfectly fine with this plan, just because I don't feel strongly about letting you go into a place where we know he kills people.
Yeah.
I can keep in contact with you when you go, Colin, with the telepathic powers.
Oh yeah, you got your stone. Yeah. So
60 feet, I think. So
I feel like it'd be a good way. I mean, we could try to ambush him as a group and just fucking take him, but tricking him.
I don't think that's a strong
get
option.
information from him first.
Yeah, information might be better. So, all right. Do we?
Also, before we go, Colin, I got some unfinished business to take care of with you, and I throw a bag of 500 gold down. So
For what?
For the
scrimshaw.
scrimshaw.
So
Oh,
I knew you fronted that. I kind of was running point on that, so I don't want you to feel put out. So here you go. We're obviously going to divvy up the profits and all that, but you shouldn't front the burden of the deal that I originally struck. So there you go.
Well, thank you.
That's awesome.
So,
Alrighty.
we need to set up Hartog. Just tell him what he needs to know and who he needs to talk to and when, and we can go to Targos and then to Bryn Shander.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Are we gonna get was it axe beaks on the way out of Tourmaline, right?
Yep.
One
For us?
was one
thought
for
so.
Hartog, right? He was
Well,
getting loaded up with one.
I thought that
Hartog's getting the Scrimshander's personal axe.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So he's
But,
fine with
I
transportation.
thought we were gonna pick some up.
Yeah, we do. Didn't we? Is it Tourmaline that we were gonna get those from?
Tourmaline, yeah, I thought when we left.
Oh wait, we're in Lonely? Are we in Lonelywood?
You guys are still in
Lonelywood,
Lonelywood
yeah.
right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
we
have
need
to
to
go
get to
back.
Tourmaline, talk to Hertog, get our axe beaks, go to Targos. Okay.
Yep, that's the plan.
All right. Well then, unless anybody's saying anything to do here.
Nope.
Oh.
Let's do the thing.
I need to go get Buckbeak.
The only people that are hearing this thundering sound, this pulsing, happens to be Monty. Just this dull thumping sound. So
Is it that one we keep hearing in the music?
yeah.
What
I
thumping
was
sound?
getting
I don't hear
flashbacks
it.
to Wave Echo Cave.
Yeah, I just thought it was something in the music. Okay.
So
No.
explain a little bit more of this to me. Is it noticeable and uncomfortable, or is it just kind of in the background?
Just kind of in the background. Every once in a while, you hear this it's kind of like pulse come through.
That fucking owl.
So
Mhm.
Yeah, did you tell me about that owl? Did you tell everybody about that owl?
Oh, we
asked him how many
mentioned it
licks
when we
does it
woke
take
up.
to get
Yeah.
to the center of a tootsie pop?
I didn't like that. I don't like strange things keeping an eye on us, and I'm very suspicious right now.
That's reasonable. We were also suspicious, but It
Not
just
only
is
that,
kinda
but
crazy and paranoid to attack an owl for hooting. So
What they do.
I'm violent, but I'm not paranoid.
That's
Yeah.
not accurate.
I thought that was reversed.
Why not both?
So
All right, so you guys are making.
Zoidberg.
You guys start heading out from Lonelywood on your way to Tourmaline. We'll have Monty. Can you roll me 3d20 for the?
can we take the axe beak with us, or does it need to be prepared?
Well,
it's gonna take some time for it to be prepared.
Okay, I thought about making it easy for her dog to get back to Lonelywood. He'll be fine.
oh, yeah. So Monty, do you mention that you're hearing like random thumping noises? Like, what the fuck is that? And no one hears it, or what's going on with
Not
that?
yet. I don't know if it seems like it's subtle enough that it might pique my curiosity, but not like it doesn't sound like it's immediately disturbing. But yeah, I'm gonna mention it.
Okay.
Like when Elsa started hearing singing, you don't tell everyone right away. You make
No,
a
you don't.
make
They
a you
think
make
you're
a problem
crazy and they
yeah.
throw you in jail. She's been down
You
that
make a
path
problem
before.
out of it first.
Sing a song to it.
Yeah.
All right, as you guys start to head out from Lonelywood, for the 1.5 mile or so trek down to Tourmaline, you guys, it's cold, but it's not bitterly cold. The wind is light, but just to kind of keep you on your toes a little bit. And there's no snow today. It's just kind of a nice, kind of a little bit breezy, chilly day as you guys head down to Tourmaline.
Monty's not feeling well after recovering from the ordeals, so he's a little out of it.
What ordeal happened to you?
He got
Almost
stomped.
dying. Yeah.
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 Sorry.
I mean, not to the extent of Davos, but I think I was a little shaken up.
He got
So.
stampede.
He got crumped hard.
So
I'll put dancing lights up.
I will take point with Quicks.
I'm looking around.
with the lights kind of moving around, and with Quixotic keeping an eye out, you guys have a relatively uneventful kind of walk back down to Tourmaline.
I really like using this spell. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right. Insta rave, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
You guys do hear kind of off in the distance a few times, and you aren't quite sure where, but you do hear a as you guys continue your trek down to Tourmaline.
Is it
Have
following
you
us?
guys ever thought some omnipotent god is just fucking with us sometimes?
Always. Isn't that
I
what
was
they
about
do?
to say, aren't we all some way related
Most
except for
most
you?
of most of
Yeah.
both of my lives, yes.
I give zero shits about the gods.
Besides you two, and I'm looking at both Quixotic and Alice, the rest of us kind of owe our lives to everything else outside of this world, don't we?
I'm kind of medium. I get my my radiant power from a god.
Oh, so it's just Quixotic.
You're the heathen.
Ah,
And the non-believer.
winner. Shun the non-believer.
I'm just saying.
Burns a non-witch. Wait, isn't that no?
All right, so you guys make it into Tourmaline. And Tourmaline, if you don't recall, looks like this.
Except it's on fire and all the kobolds are just killing people.
Oh, please, please.
We left for 3
Or all
hours.
the kobolds are strung up on trees.
They're gone for one day.
So you guys get in town, and everything is it's just as you left it the previous day.
You guys, something seems off. It's a little weird. I can't quite place it, but you guys,
Is it a hooting?
I know the hooting. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just still feeling really off from yesterday. So it just, I don't know. It don't feel right. You guys
But,
feel fine? Everybody else feels fine?
Yeah,
So-
all right.
Everyone else was expecting fire right? Or was that just
Um,
me?
This Iceland? I don't know if it was.
Iceland is nice and Greenland is covered in ice.
Auntie, do you need to take a break or something? Want to go rest?
I mean, I don't know.
A little nap.
I feel okay. I just don't feel okay. I don't know how to put it. It's just off.
I have
Maybe
pulse.
maybe a drink or something will settle me.
Are
need
all of your
help? Do you
ribs
need
in place?
some-
You get stomped very hard.
Need some restoration or something or what?
I like I don't know. I don't
Did
know.
we ever
Doc, you
get
can
rid
check
of
me
that,
out,
like-
but
So can I do a medicine? Or can I check to see what's up with Monty, please?
Sure.
Are you cursed again?
Oh my
damn.
God, really?
God, I hope not. God, I hope not.
throbbing
Oh,
like
that's-
headache, but I don't know. It's just
It's very medium.
We each have our own things. I get dragged. He gets cursed.
You do get dragged.
I get drowned by a fucking
you
water
do.
monster.
You and water element. So,
I
hold
just
on,
died.
forgot.
Turtle
Oh,
ever.
sorry.
Our fucking turtle drowns
Yeah, I just die for no reason at all.
twice.
like to see you
Immediately.
survive a car wash, you bastards.
Yeah, don't forget the time I fell down a hole and died.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
funny.
All
I've
right.
been killed by things on the ceiling twice. The spiders, and then I got killed by that thing that growl grick thing. Yeah, that thing killed me from the ceiling too.
Yeah.
Mine are at least usually like dragons or some such shit.
Yeah, yours. We each have our type. At least yours is cool.
You know what's cool?
Hmm.
Not dying.
Good for you.
That is also true.
We also
I'm
armor
a
not
big fan
always
of that.
persistently angry.
Yeah, not all of us can shrug off blows to the head, princess.
Right. So with a 10 medicine check, I understand Monty's on the phone, but you think that he's just a little bit out of it yet still from the other day. Nothing that seems detrimental to his health, but he's just feeling a little bit just
I
a little
kinda-
bit closer to death than what he was expecting.
All right, I kind of look him over a little bit more. Is he bloodied up pretty good?
We took a rest. Didn't we?
Yeah, you guys had a long rest.
He's just a little. Oh, he's just tired, isn't he?
He's got a I died yesterday hangover.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It's the concussion second day effects.
That
So-
that sounds right, because I don't have a concussion. I just died.
Then I brought you up, and then you died again. But it's okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're fine.
Hey, you're all right. You need me to punch you in the face.
Did you figure out what's going on?
You
You have a
you seem
concussion.
okay.
you have a concussion.
I seem okay. All
You
right.
may be concussed.
Well, maybe. Okay. Well, I'll let
I
you
only
know.
rolled
if
a 10, so
That's medium.
it's medium.
I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. So it's
Thank
like,
you for picking that up. It's
be
great.
like, doctor, I think you missed something. You should look at this.
You need
Sure
a
that
second
word looks
opinion
good?
from someone.
You can if you want.
No one here knows. You just need a second opinion. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. We could check in with are we checking in with the town crier guy, or are we just going to the inn and talking to her, talking, leaving?
We could check him at town crier. Maybe he has more information about that murderer guy.
Okay.
He does travel with a merchant, so you
Mhm.
might.
Excuse me.
So you
I'm sorry. It
guys-
was Targos, Brinshander, and is it Tourmaline or Lonelywood that is the third town that does people?
East Haven.
No, it's not those.
Oh, East. Oh, it's not even one of these. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry. I thought we were in one of them currently. My bad.
No.
It's
Ignore me.
Targos, Dwarf, and Brinshire, and Shendir, and Halfling, and East Haven.
Cool. Yeah, let's go talk to the town speaker.
Mhm.
See how things have been.
Like I said, the
look at-
worst he has is he doesn't have information, or we get more information. So
Yeah, may as well, right?
yeah.
He owes us a favor anyway.
So you guys go find Oris the half orc in his house. You guys go knock on his door. You hear you hear him kind of slowly walking to the door, and he says, "It's a wonderful day to see you guys. I trust your exploits up in Lonelywood went well.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all
everything went all
here. We're
Yeah.
here.
That's good to see. What is there something I can help you with here in Tourmaline?
Well, while we were in Lonelywood, we heard rumors of a serial killer.
I guess technically,
More murders than serial killer, I think, was the.
3 people
Well, I mean,
murdered the same
3 or
way.
more,
makes a serial
right?
killer, Yeah,
Isn't it 3 or more?
You see him think, and he says,
there is a pattern.
You're talking about the ice dagger.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
it's something that we have as town speakers we're keeping an eye on, but so far it hasn't escaped out of the 3 towns that do their barbaric sacrifices.
So it's likely related.
Yeah. Okay.
While we are keeping a watchful eye out for anything here in Tourmaline, so far we have been unaffected by the ice daggers.
Well, do you have any information about one of them that's traveling with a halfling?
You see him pause for just a second. He says, "You're talking about Torgas."
Yes.
I think Torgo is a dwarf, yes.
He says, Torga is a dwarf, yes. She travels from town to town looking to sell her wares. But the one you speak of, Suffolk, he is he's an odd fellow. He definitely tends to keep to himself and kind of keep on the outskirts. He's relatively quiet, very very brooding type.
Well, have you seen them recently at all, or do they have a schedule?
Margaret definitely. She hasn't been around here in a while.
Is she due, or is she just moving regularly?
She moves irregularly. She tries to keep some sort of circuit, but if sales are good in one town, she may stay longer. Generally, if it's been a while since she's been here, she's generally over in some of the eastern towns, Carrickcornig, Dineval, or East Haven, or something along the eastern side of 10 towns.
Perfect. That's really that. Oh, and do you happen to know the tattoo artist that lives up in Lonelywood?
He says, Ishmael. I'm familiar with his work, although I have none of my own from him. He is quite the artist with ink and his tools.
Awesome.
He's not in town, is he?
I haven't seen Ishmael in a while. He also travels from town to town, selling his services.
All right. Well, if you see him before we do, will you just let him know that there's a group looking to, purchase his wares?
I will be sure to let Ishmael know that you are looking for his services.
Thanks so much, Ars.
You guys were a great help, and I'd be more than willing to return the favor as much as
I appreciate it. And one last thing, do you know where we can purchase some axe beaks for the ride down south?
Looking to purchase axe beaks. The town, just on the edge of town, there is a small breeder who tends to have axe beaks, additional axe beaks that people can either a rent or purchase.
Sounds perfect, Horace. Thanks so much for your assistance. We'll keep in touch, all right?
Thank you so much for all you have done for Timberlane.
Hey,
Of course.
hey,
And we'll see you
Horace.
soon.
Horace, quick. Has anybody been asking about us? Anybody new in town? Have you noticed anyone?
The only new people in town that have been here since yesterday have been you guys.
Anyone asking about us or looking, inquiring about new people or people looking after, any of the topics we've been talking
We
about?
really need a name.
We need a group name.
Yeah.
That's going to be
The
a
new
discussion.
boys.
He says, no one that I know of. No one has come to me looking for any more information from you.
Okay.
Is there somebody that you're looking for or looking to keep from it in particular?
Well, no, I'm just curious if people are inquiring about us. I know we've kind of probably caused some stir around the town, and that might have attracted notice and want. And we're asking a lot of big questions. I just want to just have a feeling, suspicion that people might start coming looking after us. And I mean, we don't mean anybody harm, and we're looking to help solve problems. But if anybody does, if you could get a message to us if you see anything suspicious. We're heading to
You
the
can leave a
next town we're
message
heading
with
to. Bryn Shandir.
Yeah, what's my contact name? Crap.
We're going to the biggest inn in the city. That's where 2 things are being delivered. The Scrimshander,
Scrimshandir.
Grimshaw.
Scrimshander, and armor is being delivered. May as well have everything delivered to the same fucking place, right?
Right.
Or, I mean, I can give a name and a location.
Either's
Bella,
fine.
Bella is a homeless person if you're thinking of Bella and Brinchin.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, this
Jesus.
town speaker is going to find a homeless person.
Yeah.
We're going to probably end up talking to the town speaker, Ben Shantir, anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah, we'll talk to the town speaker there. So if you just want to send it that way.
If anybody comes looking for you, I will be sure to send a message to Devesa.
Thank you.
Let's go.
What is it? What is the town
One
speaker's
last
name
thing,
there?
Horace.
Isn't it Duvessa? Shane?
Devesa.
One last thing, Horace. Have they started using explosives at the mine? Is that a new thing?
What?
Do you know?
Not that I
Huh?
know of.
Would they blast there? Okay. All right.
The scrimshaw business is one thing, but now you're trying to get into mining? What do you
What's going on with
He's
you?
an
Monty?
entrepreneur, man.
I'm just
Can't stop
curious
that
if they
hustle.
started blasting or using explosives at the mine. I don't know. I was just curious. I thought I heard.
No,
Can I
you
get
have
an
a concussion,
inside check
sir.
there,
you can
DM?
relax.
You want to make an insight check on what?
Yeah, on what he's asking about. If he's asking about mining or if he's hearing something else.
Sure.
Mhm.
I can tell you, I'm honest to God telling the truth. That's what I'm asking about. But
Oof.
He is honest to God, telling the truth. As
Mm.
far as you know.
So I'm telling you, Monty, you have a concussion. You can't trust what you're hearing right now.
I'm just, I'm curious by nature. So I was just wondering if they were blasting at the mine. I thought I heard something similar to that. So
Oh, Monty.
anyways, you guys keep so maybe
what
so
is-
much to stand by me. I don't know if I'm feeling very well, guys.
What is the noise you're hearing?
I don't know if it's just a noise. It's like a sensation, right? It's like a, remember
A
when we were in
throb?
Echo Cave? It's kind of almost
Yeah.
exactly like that.
That identical noise.
Can I?
I don't know if it's supposed to be or not,
I'm
but
no better or worse at medicine than I am at history. Can I make a history check to kind of figure out if that's something, or medicine, if that's something that I hear or recognize?
can I assist him? Like, I'm curious about myself too.
You can make a medicine check, and it's going to be a higher DC because
we already tried it.
Yep.
Yep. Do I have advantage because he's assisting to diagnose himself, or no?
I mean, he's telling you about it. Like that's the assist, so you know that it's happening right now.
Okay.
So you don't get advantage.
All right. Come on, 1. Not better. Well, it is better. But
It's
it's not
50%
what we
better.
need.
Yeah, it's, the way what he's describing it sounds like after that mammoth fight, like it just something is eating at him that you aren't quite sure what's going on.
Something's eating at him, eh?
Do we need to go
God, I
back?
hope not literally. Wait, is that your diagnosis? Something's eating at me?
No, I don't know. And you don't have any broken ribs or anything. I'm assuming it's a doctor. Look at that. That's just weird. All
What's
right,
the,
well,
what's the moon phase looking like? Are we Nicola?
How close to a moon phase are we?
Feel like we might have done this last night.
I thought we were still a couple days off from new moon.
Yeah,
right?
like
Yeah.
You guys are 3 days off on new moon.
Are
Okay,
you a werewolf? A reverse werewolf?
We're mammoth.
DM, can I see
Come on, lock
the
that
overhead
best
map
wear ever.
of the 10 towns?
Sure.
Not that I'm not looking at that right now, so this
Okay.
is easier because now I can
So-
just look up.
Wherever we are when the new moon hits. Sorry, I'm kind of changing topics. The town will probably sacrifice something to the Frost Maiden. Tourmaline, its heat. Lonelywood, its food. Targos, its people.
people.
Bryn
we-
Shander, it's people.
Prince Shandir,
I'd be
its
curious
people.
to be there during that.
Well, that's what I'm saying
situation.
is.
I would like to stop the murders if possible.
Well, the
Yeah,
murders,
there's a
yes.
sacrifice
but-
and a murder.
We know when one is potentially going to happen. So
So I would like to be there for it to see if we can possibly stop it from happening.
Oris does say that the
You don't really-
murders, because you guys are still in his house. The murders that you're looking to stop do not happen on the new moon. These ice daggers are found in the days and weeks after the sacrifice.
So
but we
you
do
to
need
be
to
down
figure out
there.
who's skirting it or trying
Yeah.
to skirt it
Okay.
eventually.
Plus, I would like to just,
Uh,
stop the sacrifice from happening because, yeah, that's wrong.
It is absolutely not a good idea to sacrifice to any god, but I feel like that might get us in more trouble with the locals. So we'll
I
have
feel
to
like
see
we're
how
gonna
that
change
goes.
anyone's mind, showing up as a group of random people telling them, "Hey, quit doing that thing you're doing." They're not gonna
Shame,
respond.
Stop
shame
believing
on
your
you and your
beliefs.
local costumes that you've held for many years.
Yeah,
Us outsiders will tell you the right way to do it.
yeah.
But it's ritual sacrifice, guys. Come on.
Oh, I'm not the
Yeah.
fans. That's,
When in Rome.
we can be we can be not happy about it for sure.
So I
But I
would like
mean-
to stop it from happening. I know that
agree.
might not happen, but I would like to try.
Well, we have to get there and we have to survey the scene before we can even formulate a plan on how to do
Exactly.
either of those things.
Monsieur Town Speaker, the sacrifices, are they sanctioned by the town or is it something like a mob justice type situation?
The sacrifices are generally they are sanctioned by the town. Each town choosing their own sacrifice to Ariel to try and do what they can to try and please her to end this winter.
Yeah, none of this is gonna help. You're killing people, throwing away food, and freezing yourselves for no reason.
Besides that point, the towns obviously do not agree on what to sacrifice to Ariel. Are the ones that sacrifice people viewed less favorably than others? I imagine the town speakers talk. Yes.
Yes, we do talk. The towns tend to sacrifice the things that they have a little bit extra of. And Tourmaline being a smaller town, sacrifice are and being here on the lake, having still open water, have the ability to sacrifice food as we can.
I thought that,
Sorry, no, heat. You are right.
Yeah, I think
Being close to the woods here on the south side of the woods, having access to we sacrifice what we can. Targos, Bryn Shander, and East Haven being larger cities, well, they have additional
Resources.
occupants, to put it bluntly, that they are willing to sacrifice.
How do they choose?
We have to
who-
ask them
who
when we
to
get.
sac- Well, okay, yes, okay. I'm sorry. I
He
don't
might
mean to
know,
hold
but-
you up,
Yeah.
Mr. Town Speaker.
My understanding of how the people in Targos, Bryn Shander, and East Haven choose their sacrifices is through a lottery of sorts.
Well, that's just evil.
I think that's the most fair way to do it.
There's
So
no way
unless
this
it's
lottery is
being
not being rigged.
cheated.
There's no way.
I'd
Yeah.
move.
What the last thing I'll say about it is it's not much of a sacrifice to give up the thing you have the most of. Seems silly from top to bottom.
Yeah,
You're
except
wasting
for the
time.
person being sacrificed gives up all of the thing that they have.
Yeah. Oh, we have a lot of food. Let's give her food. We have a lot of people. Let's give her people. Could be why she doesn't give a shit.
Are you suggesting that we sacrifice people here as well?
I don't know. What do you have the least of? Make it count.
Oof.
Giving
Or
up
here's an
ever
idea.
owning a yacht. That's my sacrifice.
Or here's another idea. Don't.
Oh yeah, it's stupid. If they're gonna do it, at least do it right. Let's
We
go.
didn't do it after the first year. We didn't do anything for the first year, but after the first year, as town speakers, we thought something needed to happen to try and appease Ariel. And
Yeah, but it's been going on for years. You've been sacrificing for years. Nothing's happened, so nothing's changed, which means this isn't your problem. What you should be doing is using your resources, not
Guys, I
sacrificing
think that there's probably another way we can resolve this matter versus picking on these people's.
This
You
this
know.
poor town speaker.
Yeah, they're all struggling. So let's go attack the problem at its root. And
yeah,
not
and
these
here's the
symptoms.
root. Ariel herself. Let's go.
do it then.
Yeah.
Huzzah. Now we want either a golden axe beak or a black axe beak, right?
No, you have to make like a blue or green one with a black
Yeah.
one, and then it makes the gold one.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I just want a red one.
Yes.
Horace says we would end these practices in a heartbeat if this winter stopped. But until it stops, our only hope is that they will help appease Ariel. I understand your doubts of her caring, but sitting around doing nothing didn't seem to be helping either.
He's got a point.
He doesn't have a point. 100 years ago, they killed someone in Luskin every single year, and it did nothing until she changed her mind. You're not going to sway her with any kind of sacrifice. You're all wasting your fucking time. Get the word out. Stop.
Help us end this winter, and we will.
Sure.
We will
That's
stop.
nice.
We're working towards that goal, but just until then, spread out the word. Stop the sacrificing.
Let's go stop this at the source, and then we don't need to worry about it.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go buy a bird or
We
two.
gotta talk to her talk first.
Oh, let's go talk to her talk, then go buy some birds.
I want my bird.
All right, so
And-
let's head
and
over to the
that'll-
east side inn, and you guys find Hertog. You guys walk inside and see Hertog sitting by the fire. I see Marta sitting behind the desk. Hertog goes, well, I'll be damned. You guys made it back, I see.
Well, you thought we were gonna die?
And rarely anybody froze.
Well, I wasn't with you this time.
I expected you to be gone.
No offense.
I tried to learn some. I say I try to learn some things from you.
What's your day rate? I promised you payment for not leaving.
Day rate is 30 gold per day.
You can have 20 because you already stayed.
You're right here, and you're gonna get paid
You're
for
gonna
travel.
Next time,
Asking
payment
me
up
for
front.
stuff.
Lesson learned. You can have 20 and a lesson.
Says, I trust that you have secured
Giving him
the
500 gold
scrimshaw.
worth of scrimshaw. Won't piss him off.
Yes, that is accurate.
Yeah, we've secured the contract, paid for the goods, and arranged, for the buyer in where the hell was that?
He knows the
Luskin.
buyer. The buyer,
Luskin.
I think, helped us
Yeah.
hire him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Also, we also arranged transportation for you. That way you don't have to worry about it.
I hope you don't hate axe beaks, because you're gonna get one on loan.
He kind of goes, oh boy. All right. Well, it does make travel a little bit easier. Not necessarily quicker, but a little bit cuts the wind down a little bit. I will. Do you have the scrimshaw here with the next week?
It's
Or
up in. They're still preparing it, so it's up in Lonelywood.
well, I will wait here until they come on down with the axe beak. Anything else I should know? This is going to Elia and Luskin, correct?
Yep.
It is going to
Elia and Luskin.
Elia and Luskin's general store. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
And it sounded like they were interested in this, more than once, but this was all that we could manage. So feel free to pass that along as well with Elia to let her know that there's demand here, especially, if an easy route is opened up through the passes.
It's above board smuggling that's in your wheelhouse, so could be a reoccurring job.
I will see what I can do. If the payout seems to be well in Luskin with Elia, I will do what I can to come back to Lonelywood for another shipment.
All right. Well, let's get to it then, guys.
We'll get some
Go buy me
chocolate
some
on the
burbs.
next weeks.
All right, so you guys head out of the east side and head south towards the outskirts of town.
I turn to Monty and go, the next time we see him, he's going to own like Luskin, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, hopefully he remembers us and gives us
He's
our
got to make
kickback.
it there.
Yeah, that is also
He
true.
makes it there.
Yeah, we could have just thrown 500 gold in the ocean, but
Yeah, well, that's his fault now. I'm just saying the next time we see him, he could be in charge.
cool.
Yeah, well, we got 5 of them. I've got 500 gold riding on it, and we all as well for the payout. But yeah, we'll follow up on that one eventually.
Is anyone
Yes,
here good
indeed.
at assessing animals before we go to the farrier, whatever you would call it?
It's not like we have a druid.
I'm +3 if that helps.
Aviary?
I'm
Uh,
plus
animal
5 in
handling.
nature.
Hey, there's a +5.
Animal handling?
+3 for animal handling.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. So why don't you talk to the person about the axe beaks and we'll get going.
Who?
If they have a red one,
Who handles animals?
Nicola.
Of course
Yeah.
he does.
Who was the quiet one?
Freaking warlocks.
He probably has a rat in his pocket. You just have never seen it.
You don't know.
You don't know.
He's got a familiar. We just never knew.
You don't know me.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, just head to the south and one of the last houses out of town. You guys see? Oh man, what's going on here? You see a small house with there's no sign on the outside, but you see a large pen with a number of large birds with these gigantic looking axe-size beaks on them.
All right. And before we go in, how many axe beaks are we looking for? Are we looking for like 1 axe beak per person?
Let's see
feels
how
like
many
it'd be
they
a lot.
have, and we'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, let's
They're
figure
not
out
really-
the cost.
We don't ride them, right? They're just beasts of burden.
No,
Yeah, they're essentially
rideable.
mules, right?
I thought they're rideable.
Well,
I thought they
they're-
were like, I thought these were the replacement for horses because horses sink in the snow.
Well, you also can ride a donkey, but that's not what they're used for.
What? I don't know who lives up here. There's like 3 people, 4 people that lived up here. Do they ride axe beaks here or no?
I guess
Hello.
Nicola and Monty, you guys would remember from your time here in 10 Towns that people ride X-Peaks. They sit on their backs kind of like ostriches.
But
They are
not
tauntauns.
It's really weird. And you
But
gotta
they're
remember
also-
to keep your weight shifted back or they'll throw you off. But
But
yeah,
also they're incredibly strong, and we're getting them to carry our supplies to be out in the snow. I mean, we're going to be traveling through snow a bunch here and there, it seems.
Yep.
So that's why we're getting them.
I was
mean,
figuring.
yeah.
We have,
I was figuring 3, 2, 6, but as many as they have, let's just
We've-
figure out.
we have trunks of provisions and shit for us. So
Okay.
we need to carry them on something. They're at the inn, I think, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're after. Enough to carry our shit.
I would say like 2 to 3. If we can get a good deal.
That'd be
Alright.
workable.
Okay. Now you guys head up to the door and you hear as you guys knock on the door. You guys open you guys kind of waiting for just a second. And waiting.
Face
Fine.
kick gnome, face kick gnome, face kick gnome.
Come on, donkey kick. This is missing half its face. It's just like axed.
And
You
the
got
door
axe beaked.
and the door opens up and behind the door you see a small little gnome.
Nice.
Hello?
Hello, sir. I heard that you might be selling some axe beaks around here.
Side note, is it a sir or a madam?
First off, I'm a madam. And you hear her say, I sell axe beaks, that's correct. How many axe beaks are you looking for?
Oh, we're our party here is heading north, and we were
South.
hoping
South.
south. My compass is broken.
Oh
I
no.
tell you.
Your internal
Okay.
compass that
We need
always goes
that.
north.
We need
Yeah,
it.
right. We're traveling, and we need a couple of axe beaks to help haul all of our gear and everything, so we can actually make it there. What's the going rate for an axe beak nowadays?
So the axe beaks, I rent them for 10 gold per day, or I sell them for 50 gold.
Everybody gets an axe beak.
right.
Just
Can you
say,
eat them?
I don't think I can ride one. I'm kind of heavy.
What's
What is
the-
their
what's-
carrying capacity?
What's the
Like,
carrying
realistically?
capacity on your strongest axe beak?
He's kind of looking over Kohi, and he sees where you're going with this question. And he goes,
It's all in the shell, baby.
I'm just big shelled.
my axe beaks can carry as much as a mule. I'm pretty sure my largest one could hold your friend, your turtle friend here.
Looks more like a Tyrannosaurus than it does a fucking ostrich.
You guys better get along because that's the only one you're gonna get to ride for a while.
All right.
I say, oh, fantastic. And I look back at the group and I kind of go,
6.
eh.
6.
Mm,
Oh, she's adorable. What's her name?
Something like Price is
Susan.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
What
I
was that?
say, what was
we
that?
can always acquire more later. Like we don't gotta go crazy right now.
They're 50 gold apiece.
Nobody answered me. Can you eat them?
Yeah, when they die, you can definitely eat them.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
gotta
taste
be,
it.
it's gotta be like
Delicious.
chicken.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Kelgira? Is it Kelgira?
What's
Out of my
Kelgira?
notes.
What's Kelgira?
Says,
Oh,
How do you-
the horse or the horse kicked.
how do you know my name?
Oh god,
Oh no.
Oh no.
she migrated.
So I asked the group, do we want to get all of them now, or do we want to
We might as well.
wait
Well, we
until
should
we're
see-
heading out of town?
I turn kind of for a second and say we should make sure they're healthy or like good animals. Like we look in there and one of them's missing half its fucking feathers. We don't want it.
Well, yeah, of course. Like they have to be good quality, but if they're good quality, why not just take all 6? Everybody
let's
gets their own
start
personal
with-
one.
How many do you have? Is a good question.
Gira has an even temper. She only talks loudly, explains everything in great detail, and she despises the aristocracy.
What?
That's my notes.
Was it your
What
notes?
are you
Wow.
talking about?
She's from
Kind of.
his campaign.
Kind of loud like a deaf person, loves dogs. Sid was chewing the shit out of her.
Wait, what was that last one?
That's the extent of all my notes.
We don't say that.
No, we don't say that anymore.
Okay.
I say, so how many X beaks are available right now?
And she goes, she kind of counts you. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 X beaks if that's what you're looking for.
What?
Exactly 7?
Well, I mean, I have 7 to sell you. Is that not what you're asking?
No, yes. The question was if you had enough. I'm curious if you have extra.
I have 7 X beaks to sell you.
Do you offer test drives before we buy?
No, this is not sign and drive, buddy.
What do you-
This is cash and carry.
What do you think this is?
Yeah, I'm very particular. If I'm using an animal to travel, I like to make sure we mesh well. I've had sketchy experiences in the past.
Your experiences with horses is not my issue here. But you see her go. For fear of you riding off with my X-Beak, I require a 50 gold down payment before you ride the X-Beak.
I say that's fair as long as it's if it's refundable if it doesn't work out well.
It's
And
refundable
X-Beak-
until you leave the town of Tourmaline. As soon as you walk out of town, it's non-refundable.
That's
Sonic turns for a second, goes, we need to have a race.
You think
So
we can get that set up
Well,
on the
I mean,
docks?
Oxfig racing.
Yeah,
Oh, look at
let's
the-
do it on the docks. It's empty, right?
Fastest car in the world. So is the rental.
Oh yeah, never buy the rental.
In Days of Thunder.
So I say, hey, you guys wanna go X-Beak shopping?
Yes, that's why we're here.
Absolutely, that's the case.
All right, I say, here is what 650 gold. Everybody, go pick out your X-Beak.
I was gonna pay my own. Thank
yeah,
you.
I figured
Yeah.
we'd all pay for our own, but
How much are they for buying one?
50.
50.
50.
So what? Three.
I lean down to her like, how much are they to buy?
Right up in her face.
And she looks at you. 350 gold.
There
Oh.
we go. Okay.
I'll give 50 gold to her.
I'll give
Sure.
50 gold, and if I buy it, I'll pay the other 300.
oh, wait, it's yeah,
It is
I'll give
50
50
gold for each of you.
right, yeah, total. It's
The total price,
350,
yeah.
not 350
Yes.
per bird.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then yeah, of course. I'm
Yeah,
gonna pay
here's
for
50
my
gold.
own.
I'll pay my 50.
Look at
and
you,
we'll-
Mr.
we'll pay
fucking
individually.
Moneybags over there.
Yeah, you don't need to throw 650 down for us, buddy.
Yeah, no, my brain no works so well right now.
Can't brain none good.
Maybe
Math is
it's
hard.
contagious. Coheed,
Alright.
we might need to quarantine because I think maybe it's spreading.
We're all infected.
What did you all eat? You got brain worms.
No,
You don't know me.
Got caught something from the mammoth.
what did you say her name was again?
Swapped brain.
Calgara.
Kelgar.
Kelgira.
Kelgar.
How do you spell that?
Kate. It doesn't matter.
Kelgeara. Kelgira.
There you go. Phonetically.
Sure. Uh,
Anyways, let's go find me my X-Beak.
All right.
I want the one that looks like it's been in a lot of fights and is really ornery.
Just fucking pissed off. It's gotta do. this shit.
Gira, animals do not typically agree with me, and it just unfortunate but true. Is there one that you may recommend?
She says, if you're looking for one of my sweet ones, it'll be an extra 25 gold.
Insight check. Is
You're gonna get the
is there any reason why I need to pay this money?
Yeah, make me an insight check.
I'm gonna.
Do it.
Gonna.
We gonna negotiate for birds, motherfucker.
I mean, like she said, for one of her sweet ones, you think that there are birds that are more temperamental than others, and
Okay, so I look at her and say, and its temperament will not affect its ability to travel at all. I'm assuming.
she says, I can't guarantee that, but it's one of the nicer ones.
How about
Yeah, I'll
let's
still
just go
do it.
look at them?
Start
Stop
slapping
trying
the
to talk
hood
to her on her porch. Let's go
No.
see the damn birds.
All right, I'm gonna pay it anyway because I'm trying to remember where I read it, but my particular species animals tend to get spooked around them, from what I remember.
It's in your
I
Sword Coast
can't find
Adventures
it,
Guide, I
but
believe.
it's somewhere. Yeah,
I believe it's Sword Coast.
I don't know.
I'm not great with animals, and I'm not excited about this.
Nicola, did you check these out? Are these 7 all good?
We haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, let's go.
said
Let's go
that-
look at some birds.
Go slap
We're gonna-
slap some hoods.
I got me.
Yeah.
I got me a premium axe beak.
Go pet them, whisper in their ear.
She has to
check
go
their
around
hoofs,
back and pull it up.
Whatever you gotta do.
All right,
You
so
get the one
guys
racing
head
side.
outside. You guys kind of head around the back of the house, and you guys see a large
Monty has a
pen
seizure.
of.
I swear they're blasting at that mine.
You guys see a large pen of axe beaks, and she kind of goes in and she goes, "All right, pick your axe beak." Because that's exactly when I went to go buy chickens last year. That's exactly what they did. I never fucking picked up a bird before. They got a fucking chicken. Well, the fuck am I
Here's
gonna
where all,
do?
all of them
Take
live.
your fucking bird.
Pick one.
All right. Okay. How many are there?
Kind of running around. It looks like there's probably 20 or so.
Jesus.
Perfect.
And
What
she kind
are-
of she goes over to one, and relatively calm, very pretty looking bird and whatnot. And she kind of goes back and she kind of pets it, and she kind of brings it over to you, Kozotic. She goes, this axe beak will be a little bit less temperamental than perhaps some of the other birds.
Did
She-
did she have a name? He, she, it?
Um,
I assume they have genders.
she says,
Non-binary XP.
Cloacas.
well, I call this one 3654.
Oh my god.
But
Okay.
and you can give her a different name if you'd like.
I think I will probably rename it. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna do what I want to do for this, and that's I'm gonna go sit down and just close my eyes and wait.
Yeah. Does it
Okay.
react negatively, positively? Does it give a shit?
The axe beak is as she kind of like hands the reins to you, Kozotic. It's very calm and collected, and kind of as you take the reins, it kind of ruffles its feathers a little bit, but overall seems to be relatively okay with your elven form.
That's good.
Gonna help Kohi find Big Chungus for him to read.
Over there in
This one's called Bruce.
There's no help needed because it's pretty obvious as you
This
look
one's
over
called Tank.
the 20 or so axe beaks. Like there's
Call him
one axe
Abrams.
beak that's kind of like that looks a little bit
Thick.
big with three C's.
Boy.
Got an extra chromosome. It's just bigger than the rest of them.
Okay. on
That's
the
the
fluffy
second.
scale,
That's the
where is
second
this?
offensive thing I've said in like 10
Uh-huh.
minutes. I feel bad. I gotta
Yeah,
call
like-
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
I
one
want
you should
more
feel
of
bad
it.
for.
Give me more.
On the fluffy scale, where are we at?
What was that?
On the fluffy scale, where are we at?
On the fluffy scale.
Damn.
Got it.
It's a 3C thick scale.
Damn.
All right, so Kohi, you go as you start to walk into her. It's Calgira goes, "Yeah, you know."
You know what's up.
You know exactly.
I
which
know
ones
what you
to
like.
Davos, as you sit down, the X-Beaks are very unsure as to what to do with you.
I know.
And all of a sudden, there's 10 X-Beaks that start running towards this sitting creature on the ground, thinking unknown things. Make me an animal handling check.
There's a reason I'm doing this. I'm seeing if my familiar's among them. And I failed.
All of a sudden, these X-Beaks like start pecking at you. Thinking that you are playing a game and hiding food from them. Make me a strength saving throw.
He's gonna get killed by X-Beaks, y'all.
Oh no!
No!
Yep.
Y'all done fucked up.
Take. What is it? There's 20 of them.
10.
There's 10 that are
26
surrounding him.
damage.
All right, you are knocked prone, and are you doing anything? Or you're still...
I'm rolling,
Hang
but
on.
like, there's a reason I'm doing this, and I'm hoping it's gonna happen. So
I get it. Oh my god! Like, wait, they're like full on going at him, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're looking for food from him. I think that.
Okay.
Is there a really mean one in there going after him?
I mean, they're all looking.
So I mean, like, I want to look at the one that looks like the worst Velociraptor from Jurassic World.
It's
Like
got
the
scars on it.
The shitty.
I
angry
cast
one.
minor illusion of a bear right next to him.
All right.
why are you guys doing this?
All right.
Okay.
I'm
Tehran,
looking for mine.
Murdered.
Tehran, make
Mine
me a
would
perception
attack
check.
you. Who, me?
Yeah, make me a perception check.
Yeah, this isn't about you. I'm not trying to help you. I'm just trying to find the angry one because
I know I'm trying to do something, and everyone's like, trying
Hey.
to out.
Well, they're
want you to
they're
get murdered.
trampling you.
No, they're not.
You're knocked prone.
You're knocked
I am
prone. What
knocked
comes after
prone.
that? You get kicked.
I
right.
have not been kicked. I've been knocked prone. That's as far as we've gotten so
All
far.
right, it's consensual, so I guess we let it happen.
Don't
All right.
kink shame.
Don't kink shame, Davos.
Oh, not gonna yuck your yum. All right.
Tehran, looking at the 10 that are kind of looking for food from Davos's prone body and starting to kind of pick at his robes and kind of you see one that looks like just like it has seen some shit.
It has mange.
The haggard one.
It's got-
It's got the mange.
I know which one's mine, but I'm gonna let this play out.
All right. Davos, make me a perception check as these 10 Axe-Beaks are looking for food from your pockets.
What the
Hey, look at that.
pocket bacon going back to fuck you up?
Every
There's
time
one Axe-Beak
it
that's
will.
in particular that, I mean, of the 10 that look like they are kind of looking for food, there's one that's being a little bit more gentle and kind of prodding and prodding a little bit further, not taking advantage of your situation, but definitely looking to see a little bit more into you.
Perfect. All right. And now I roll to my feet, hold up my hand, and minor illusion bacon.
Oh, now you're gonna lie to him.
Nope. Minor illusion bacon over there. And I point.
All right. In the process, though, you did take 8 bludgeoning damage.
I thought that 21 was the damage you took. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
No,
We have a problem.
4d4 damage.
Yep. That's fine.
So
I shake my head and I say, Kohi's not going to heal that.
He doesn't have to.
so,
There's a reason
Consensual,
I
you
did this, and I
wouldn't want to
toward-
take that away from you.
And now I
Now I
slowly
gotta-
walk towards the one that was calmly looking at me, and I bow to it.
it did not go towards the minor illusion pocket bacon that you had summoned.
Yep.
So
I bow to it respectfully and start, moving towards it slowly.
okay, sounds good.
Won't learn nothing.
Aha. See?
All right.
And you guys all laughed at me.
I didn't.
I turned to the proprietor and I'm like, that looked like a lot of work for what I just got, and I'm heading my My bird.
She goes, there are some weird people up here. But I don't judge.
Beat.
All right, Alice
Oh, yeah,
and Nicola
Uh,
and Monty. You guys looking
Pull
around.
out my loot, and I start just slowly playing a soft little tune and see if any of them react to it.
Okay. Yeah. As you do so, one of the axe beaks kind of starts to wiggle a little bit, and a couple other ones start to wiggle with it. But the one that really caught your attention was the first one that kind of started to do a little bit, and like just kind of dance on its feet a little bit.
Okay,
So
we'll go over that one. Start
imagine my chickens as you go to pick them up, and they kind of dance their feet a little bit. So
do a little that thing.
Tappy.
Yeah. Little tappy. Yep, I'll go start petting that one.
I truly understand none of this matters, but what is the color range for these things? Like, do they have white ones? Are there black ones?
I
Apparently
figured
they
he
can
would
be
let us know
orange.
what our color ranges to choose were, and we'd allow to pick them.
That's why I'm asking.
most of them are kind of a brilliant white to a kind of darkish gray color. These axe beaks are meant for the tundra, and as such will have been meant to blend into the tundra. So it won't necessarily help you with stealth checks, but that's what they look like.
I want a white one.
All right.
I snagged the closest one to me.
She just fucking reaches out and grabs it.
You.
It
With
looks at
me.
you and nods its head, and it knows.
All right.
So
You
it's
and me,
a-
buddy.
It's a no shit axe beak.
Right.
all right. I would have been kind of keeping an eye out and watching for whatever Axbeak is, kind of keeping its eye on everything. You know, keeping on the up and up on what's going on around it.
Okay. Looking around, there's one axe beak that kind of has been sitting towards, or been standing towards the house, and it's just kind of taking everything in and looking about. And as you're looking about, trying to analyze what all of your cohorts are doing and whatnot, like this axe beak, and you kind of like lock eyes, and you can definitely you sense that this is the axe beak that you're looking for.
All right, I'll go over and do the standard. Oh, you sniff my hand. Oh, is everything okay?
Palm down.
Yep.
You go over and putting your hand out. It goes and kind of nuzzles your hand a little bit, and then as you kind of begin to pet it and whatnot, it seems to be an axe beak that will meld well with you.
All right. I'll bring it back to the group then.
All right. So everybody has an axe beak.
Did I make friends with mine?
It doesn't.
No, you didn't, and you don't care.
I'll walk up to it and I'll kind of crack my knuckles and I'll scoop up some snow out of the ground and cast Armor of Agathis on me. And then if he's over fucking with some other axe beak or just being a dick, I will interpose myself from him and just stand in a kind of a domineering way and just be in his way, and then kind of push at him a little bit. I want to try to intimidate him.
Okay. Guys, roll me an intimidation check.
Oh, it's not like you don't have advantage on those.
Why would I?
As you're staring down this axe beak, and it's looking back at you. You've interrupted its whatever play or
Aggression.
that it is showing towards one of the other axe beaks, and just stares at you. It kind of pushes back a little bit.
And it puts its hand in me. I'll not shove him real hard, but I'll push him back and be like, no.
It pushes back and looks at you as it's fucking saying no.
I punch it.
Jesus.
Hey, this is how this thing responds.
All right. You punch it, and it takes its beak and headbutts you.
Good. It can take damage.
Axe beaks aren't fucking around though. They hit.
It takes 15 frost damage.
You're gonna kill it. Fucking killed it. You bought it.
This is how I earn its respect.
Murdering it.
And it's dead.
Turning
Good
it
job.
into chicken
It has
wings.
more than 15 health. And plus, it's probably resistant to cold damage.
God damn it. Why do you guys do this to me?
He's
You have to
doing
figure out
it.
how
Don't
much
look at
health an
me.
axe beak has.
What?
You have to figure out how much health an axe beak has.
Yes.
16. Boom, done.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, right.
And dead.
Hang on.
Well, this one says 19.
Yeah,
3d10
okay.
plus 3.
Yeah. So it takes a damage, and
When it recoils, I want to be like, anyone but me.
and I mean, and in the
Intimidating.
process, like you take 10 slashing damage.
Yeah, I don't lose any health. I lose 10 temporary hit points.
All
And I
right.
go, anyone but me. And then I pointed the thing it was harassing. I'm like, go ahead.
I'm
And
bitch.
that actually kind of it acknowledges you, and it's looking pretty wounded. But like it acknowledges
You're in charge.
it acknowledges you that you are at least of its equal.
That's all I wanted.
So
And then I will. Do I have anything? I'll come back to you if I have anything to make him not. I can help him. I don't know.
I mean, like a healing spell would work. So,
Lay on hands.
I don't have that. Or
Oh,
Don't you have
like,
a thing?
I
for
look
your
at I look
race
at Colin
that
like,
does a thing?
you want me to heal him?
yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be all right.
He'll walk it off.
He's tough.
all right. So you guys all have
All right.
aspects that fit your personality desires. You guys have each paid Calgira 50 gold pieces each.
Did you do my
Or in the case of Quixotic, 75 gold pieces.
Mhm.
And the road is yours to Targos.
Let's do this.
Do they have saddles or like sacks, rucksacks, or anything on them? Like, are they just like
Saddlebags.
saddlebags, or are they just like
Oh, we talked.
Do-
Yeah.
Do you have an axe beak accessory shop?
ask Kelgira?
She says, and I mean, looking at the axe beaks, I mean, like there is a ring essentially around their beak, and then a small, essentially like leather saddle or essentially riding rug on the back of it. She says, most people fashion their sacks to the riding rug. I don't have any saddlebags around here. I don't sell any saddlebags myself. Perhaps if you're looking to outfit your axe beaks further, you're better off checking in Bryn Shander. So
That's good to know.
Yep.
If
At least we
anybody
have
needs,
saddles.
if anybody needs random names for their axe beak, I posted the random name generator for rocks and cockatrices, and
I'm
there's some
already shuffling.
pretty great random ones.
I went with onyx.
Just
Ooh,
flat out
nice.
onyx
Just flat out onyx.
for a white bird. I love it.
No, gray. Mine's gray.
Okay. Okay.
Like dark gray.
Sure. Got it.
Mine's just axe beak.
Axe, first
Why?
name, beak,
Do
last name.
you leave it with the number designation?
Yeah. What was his number?
What number do you want it to be?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
6969
To the dice
Nice.
generator.
Nice.
Underscore.
Here, roll 4d10s. 2, 4, 6, 5. All right, 2, 4, 6, 5. Let's go.
All right.
We call it twofer for short.
And you were, if you had the 4 and the 2 switched out.
4, 2, 6, 5. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. 4, 2, 6, 5.
Okay. Stormfeather. 2, 4, 6, 5.
Onyx.
Onyx
I'm working
and
on it.
the rest of your X beaks.
Jeff.
all- Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff or Jeffrey.
Jeff.
Jeffy.
Can I cast speak with animals on it so he can speak to us?
Oh God.
You don't
You don't
want to
want
know the horrors
It's just
of industrialized axe beak farming.
It's just him yelling.
Colin just made a note that his 2465 is a haggard dickhead axe peak.
I'm pretty literal in my notes. You heard my notes from Kalgira. Like I
It's
just
gonna be
write
light
shit down. That's
But no,
all I do.
I'm just imagining casting on hers and then it just says, "Hi, my name Jeff."
It's Jeff. Me and Jeff.
Or simple.
No
bird.
bullshit.
Wait, didn't my last character have a llama named Blumpkin?
Oh,
I'm pretty
Yes.
Why not?
I want a divorce.
It sounds reasonable what you would do.
It sounds right.
It lines up.
No one's saying it's wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go back, get our possessions, and head out.
Yeah.
You guys left stuff at the east side, or
I was like, that's where we left our we
Like-
came prepared for travel in the snow, and we left all our provisions there because we were just
Yeah.
traveling to another town within like a day or less.
Yeah. Because we have that food and we have that the tents and all that stuff that we
Yeah.
didn't take with us.
We bought a ton of shit in Luskin and brought it with us.
okay. Hey, you guys head back to the east side, and Marta greets you, and she says, "Are you guys here for the rest of the day? Or are you making a way down to? You were saying Targos was your next stop.
Yeah,
What's the travel time to Targos?
on Axbeak.
On
now.
Axpeak, presumably.
She says, from Tourmaline to Targos, you're looking at about a 4-hour jaunt or so.
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah, we're heading out today.
May as well.
Yeah.
Unless anybody has anything else they want.
Did we
and,
bring the axe beaks to the inn to like tie them up outside, or we'd leave them with what's her face?
I brought him here.
I didn't ride mine. I walked him.
Oh, I rode
I
mine.
respect that he's injured.
He's gonna ride you.
Let's
I'm
see.
gonna
Fucking die.
I'm gonna have to try mine out just to see if I can get the hang of this.
Okay.
I set the standard quickly so that I don't have to use animal handling to communicate with mine. I just intimidate him.
That's
I
fair.
just hope mine likes me.
I use mine with respect because, yeah, I know who this is later on.
Fear works better.
Jesus. Okay, Machiavelli.
We
Keeler
know
Owen's gonna
two
be
different
called-
schools of thought for both charismatic sorcerers. We know.
Mine is gonna be called Light Claw.
Light Claw. All
Saw
right.
that too.
Yeah.
White Claw.
Yeah, White Claw. that
No,
is so much
this is the
better.
fantasy version. Light Claw.
That's so good.
Rhiannon, you want to change yours?
No, I like pat Jeff's neck. I'll be like, don't feel bad, buddy. You're not inferior. You're just
It's
real.
Jeff.
I whisper over. So what flavor is it?
Oh God. This is
She's
rage.
like licking him. Nah.
X Beaks, I'm pretty sure, come only in rage flavor.
The that's my hope that this one uses its to defend.
I'll take Collins. I'll name mine Chungus. It's fine.
Nice.
Oh my
It's a-
God, that
it's a
is
thick
massive
girl.
XP. What's it called? That one's name is Susan.
Crusher bot.
Tiffany.
What's the name of the big robot on the moon?
Yeah, Crusher bot.
Is it Crusherbot?
I think so.
Oh my God, did you sleep with Crusherbot? No, a woman like that you got to seduce first.
Oh man.
Crushinator.
Anyways.
Crushinator. That's what it was.
Oh,
Pack up our
Crushinator.
stuff and get out of here if that's all right with you.
All right. Marco says, it's been a pleasure having you here at the East Side,
That's
but
one.
I understand your desire to head and explore the rest of 10 towns.
Keep your eye on the weather for us, will you?
Well, I will do that. Though I think that you're better off keeping an eye on the weather, as you will be outside more often than I will. But
Before
Oh, she
we
doesn't
leave,
get it. All right, let's get going.
Before we leave, I will kind of turn to the group and say, so is there anyone that wants or is willing to make an offer, a good offer for the rings that she has? Because I do remember her having a very nice ring.
Yeah, no, that's a family heirloom.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying we steal
Here-
it. I mean,
here's
for
the
a
deal.
fair price.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna walk out this door. After that, I don't care.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just a reminder, and I'm just a fair question.
I'm just walking out this door.
Alex is trying to
After
steal
that,
you.
I don't care what you do. Okay.
I'm not.
From who?
I
What are you
didn't say,
stealing?
but I'm not.
And I walk out the door.
Colin's asking. Colin's asking.
No, nothing. She has a ring of like warmth or something
Oh.
like that.
No, you
And
don't
so
fuck
I
with
was-
that.
So
Yeah, I
quick
know.
thought,
I was asking
really
if anybody
interesting.
wanted to make her an offer for it, and everyone
No,
said
and
no.
I'm
so,
literally just
okay.
like, nope, I'm out.
All right.
We showed her a lot of respect about it, so I
Yes.
even I wouldn't fuck with it.
Okay. All right.
Besides,
Let's
you're
do
getting
this thing.
armor.
I don't want it. I was reminding people that it existed. I did.
Oh, your
fine in the
grandma's wedding
cold.
ring she gave you when she died, that's around your neck and hasn't left it in years. Could we please buy that from you?
I did fine in the cold.
I'm sure there's gloves of warmth or jackets of warmth spread out through this entire campaign for you to find.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, you guys get your
Roads.
stuff and load it up on the axe beaks and kind of begin to head out towards Targos.
Cool.
The weather is still a relatively calm day as you guys begin to head out. As you look up and you see just this weird gray, like dark colored twilight sky up above, as it's Nicola would know that it's about noon or so at this point after talking with Oris and picking out all your different X-Beaks and loading them up at the east side. You just have a half day's travel south towards Targos. And we'll likely get there just before supper time.
Come on, White Claw. We got to get down to Panama Beach.
Well played. So Jeff,
Anyway.
Stormfeather, White Claw,
Onyx
Light Claw, but
White Claw.
465.
2465.
And
Jeff
Chungus.
and
Oh yeah, Chungus. Fuck yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
it's almost spring break.
so, do we want to come up with a name on this ride down?
Oh God, for the group,
Yeah,
we're just like a random assortment of hobos.
yeah, but they're gonna start asking for a name. You know
Is
they
that
are.
not our name? Random assortment of hobos.
Oh, please, God, I hope not. I don't want to be known as a hobo.
Raw.
Elbows.
Raw.
Rah.
I got nothing.
Mm,
How about the
Garrett, go ahead.
How about
No.
the divine and the heathen?
That would imply that there's only two of us. And
Time out.
we're a
Am I the
stage
only
show.
heathen?
Yes.
Okay. I find that acceptable. I am the heathen.
But in complete
The-
honesty, like, what
The
are we
salt,
standing?
the salty seamen, the Jolly Rogers.
We're not a fucking band, guys.
Yeah. If that's the case, then we're Ailstorm. Come on.
Pavement pounders,
Always pounding.
groundhogs, beer barrel bucks.
But we could. It's like I'm with you. I just
Doesn't
don't
need to be an
know.
alliteration.
I just don't know if we can come up with that on the spot right now. I'm like with you, right?
No one's ever yelled anything at us, have they? God damn you. Whatever.
No,
Adventuring group name random generator. Give me a little bit.
Is there one?
The scurvy.
The scurvy.
There's a random prayer generator.
nice.
Like in-game prayer, like for random gods, or like I
yeah,
can't figure out what to say to God right now, so I'm gonna hit this.
No,
button.
it's a random. It's a fantasy name generator for
Oh,
prayer
God.
for aid.
All right.
I believe
Fuck.
that.
I've got a pretty good one. Actually.
The apple dumpling game.
Wait, where did you what now? Sorry, continue.
I actually have a pretty good one they just gave me.
Go on.
The Unlikely Guardians.
Ooh.
That seems pretentious.
The unlikely.
As you
it's a
walk
little bit
around from town to
dramatic.
town trying to save them all.
Yeah.
Pretentious my ass.
We're trying too hard.
The Neverwinter.
Well, I kind of like it.
That sounds like a name that someone else gives us, not the name we give ourselves.
All right. Well,
Just
you come up
saying.
with one then.
I
I
don't
was
want
saying
to.
I was
I
saying
think
the Neverwinter. Both because of the town, what it means to us, and us trying to stop winter.
Yeah, but this is known as the Neverwinter. We get the two confused.
But I get a bit. I get nothing.
Neverwinter Nights with a K. I mean,
Seems okay.
But none of us are. Actually, I like that one.
no, come on, no.
Oh, come on, I love that game.
We'll
Leave me
figure it
alone.
out. It's a good game. It is. I like it. But yeah, we will come up with something, and maybe we'll get a hint from like these good deeds that we're doing. Someone will shout something at us. Because right
Yeah, we
now
could
we're
always-
like the mind freers.
Don't put this on me.
No, not you.
just-
No.
I'm just saying we
Like,
could
it'll
take over
organically
something
happen.
we could take over a name of something we've crushed already.
Oh, hang on.
Mammoth
It's
Crusher.
sitting right
This
there.
is a
Water
guild name
element
generator.
bashers.
Just saying we crushed the Black Spider. We could take his name.
Yeah.
Spider friends, spider friends.
They can do anything Spider Friends can.
Okay, all right, there we go. We'll be Venom. There we go.
What? Wait, can we spell a word with the first letter from all of our names?
Possibly.
Go for it.
Yeah, put,
Yeah,
put, a,
someone,
put
someone
a Q
get
in
on
there.
that.
Can we be the
Oh,
antidote?
fucking Q! Damn it!
What about the antidote?
I apologize for
antidote?
nothing.
Yeah, we're the antidote.
To the spider.
Yeah.
I don't hate
We're
that.
the antidote.
Wouldn't it be
That's
the
not
anti-venom?
pretentious at all.
Anti-venom.
Unlikely is sort of rings a little bit with me. You know, the unlikely.
The
something,
unlikely
I don't know.
cure?
The Unlikely Summer.
The unlikely solution?
Like a book. Like a book name.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's
We will
just keep
figure it
moving.
out.
Unfortunately, I already used Jeff.
Right, we are the Jeffs.
Which one of you is
But
Jeff?
no, none
None of us are Jeff.
The
Why are you
horse,
asking
the
that? That's silly.
X-Beak. The X-Beak is.
We're all Jeff.
I
We
like
are
unlikely
Jeff.
for some
Instead of we
reason.
are Legion, we are Jeff.
We are Groot. We are Jeff.
Okay,
All right.
where are we going?
Is that everybody?
Alright, you guys are heading down to Targos. Making the trek on your ass cheeks. These creatures, well, you guys pick them out to kind of that match your personalities. As you guys begin to get familiar with them. Ooh, I like that one, Josh.
Just gonna start randomly throwing stuff in chat, but let's just keep going with the plot.
I need everyone.
Oh, I got it. All right, what are we doing?
Who's riding their axe-beak to make me an animal handling check.
Oh,
I will
fuck
do
me.
it, but I was under the impression you only had to make those under stressful situations for creatures that were bred for riding.
Well,
Keep them
you
out from
are
getting spooked.
you are newly riding an axe.
I'm gonna find out what happens here. Do I get a
Exotic.
bonus because mine was potentially?
You get to roll yours at advantage.
Fuck yeah!
Where is the animal handling button?
It's the second. It's under acrobatics, under skills.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
Rhiannon make an apathy check to tame hers? The first time.
Jeff and I are cool.
You're just chill.
Roll a goth check.
Fuck yeah!
That worked out.
I critically agree with my bird. We're critically
You
in
can't
sync.
roll an intimidation check for
That's
it.
how I communicate with
No, it's
2465.
This is bullshit.
So angry. Just fucking, you just peer into his eye.
Grab him by the neck and turn his head to look into his one eye. Like,
Oh,
if he bites me a little bit, I
Every time
understand.
there's a course correct, he fully rotates the bird's head and goes, go left, go right.
Oh gosh. How long does armor make this last?
What?
How long
How
does
long
armor make this last?
Yeah.
It's a concentration spell.
It's been longer than that. It's like an hour or something like that, or less. And we've been going longer than I think it lasts. So
It'll last for an hour.
an hour.
As you try to intimidate it, Turan, it tries to nip at you.
Okay. That's what our relationship is. I'll let him bite
yeah.
me.
It's not going for a full,
Oh, not like an actual bite.
not a full beak bite,
Like snaps at me.
but it snaps at you.
Oh, it just hits.
All right, and it does 3 slashing damage.
Fuck. All right. Hey, come on. Cut the shit. Let's go.
Did you take Did you take the 10 damage from before?
I had temporary hit points from armor.
Okay.
So I just didn't take it.
Okay. Oh, no worries. So, with everyone seems to pass their getting used to riding their axe beaks. With Turan taking a small little nip from his axe beak as he tries to aggressively get it into submission. It's going to take a while for this relationship to develop.
It's more fun this way.
But it definitely adds a little bit of interest to it. So,
good.
You guys, on your way to Targos, you see 2 other people kind of walking north along the road. Actually, I'll bring up the main landing page so you guys can kind of see the overall track. You see 2 other people kind of walking up the pathway towards Tourmaline, the road towards Tourmaline. But that's about all that you see throughout the trek as you guys are up on your axe beaks, kind of following the road. And eventually you guys get to, off in the distance, you see a large kind of walled town start to appear. At first I thought that said the Frozen Posse. Off in the distance, you start to see a large, encircled wooden wall town start to appear on the coastline of
Wonderful.
Mary de Weldon.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys look at it, as you begin to get closer, you see that the wall extends out into the lake, creating what you think is a safe harbor for the town. And as you look out, the lake is the lake appears to be frozen here in front of Targos, and you see a few people dragging boats along the ice, heading out into the open water to try and fish where they can on Mary de Weldon in the open water.
Lake should start here, right? That's what that's supposed to be.
Yeah,
that?
that's exactly what it means. The lake should be at
there, and
Targos.
it's instead it's like way the fuck out there.
Was that what that black line is? Like
I think
a
that's what
frozen
that
river
is.
and a frozen lake, and the lake is frozen until like way in here. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yeah, I was
Right,
like, why the
yeah.
fuck does the wall go
It's
way
the
out here?
ice, Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
The frozen.
yeah, that makes
the
sense.
frozen lake.
So
That's kind of cool. I like that.
I hadn't noticed that whole time we've been looking at it.
Yeah.
Neither did I until just now. Like literally.
Wow. Yeah, because you can see it. It's the rest of the towns too. They're on the shore, but they're not on the shore.
Yeah.
You said it
That's-
took us 4 hours to travel this?
four
Yeah.
and a half hours, yeah.
Oh,
About 4 times the distance we went to Lonelywood. So
I didn't know it only took that long to get to Lonelywood. Okay,
checks out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a long trip.
okay.
It's not a short trip, but it's not a long trip.
Yeah. It's like traveling around pretty much southern Wisconsin on horseback.
Mm.
Alrighty. We're in Targos.
We arrive in town apparently.
You guys arrive in town, and you guys see the following map of Targos.
That is awesome.
Oh wow.
Pretty sick.
They made their own harbor.
So, as you guys are kind of coming down the road from Tourmaline, coming along the wall, you see a number of watchtowers poking up, and eventually kind of heading towards the road splits south, but then you continue on towards the main gate of Tourmaline. Of Targos.
All right. I guess we're coming up to the gate ish.
Okay. Coming up to the gate, you see you see 2 guards kind of standing outside. Kind of goes, who's coming to Targos?
See, told you we need a name.
I think I liked Unlikely Vanguards was my vote.
Too wordy. It's too long. It's got to be punchy.
Vanguardians of the
Vanguardians.
Vanguardians of the Unlikelies.
Vanguardians
Why not just
of the North.
Vanguardians?
Vanguardians of the North.
Not just Vanguardians.
What does it mean?
Self-imposed just
Don't
feels
know.
awkward and forced. But anyways, we come. We're travelers.
Yeah, we're
from,
coming.
We do.
We're travelers from Tourmaline, coming down through, seeking, a stay in. Where the hell are we at? I gotta pull my damn map. It's late. I'm tired. I believe in you.
No, we're just arriving in the town.
In Targos. Yeah, we're arriving. We came from Tourmaline, and we're traveling through the 10 Towns area.
What brings you to Targos?
It's a waylay on the way to Bryn
Right,
Shandir.
yeah, we're ultimately heading to Bryn Shandir. I'm used to be from these parts, and I'm looking to connect with a few scholarly assistants or just contacts, colleagues in the area, and we're just making our way from town to town. It's all really dark lately, and we don't want to make long traveling journeys. So
You see, these guards are a little bit cooler than kind of the reception the A's have gotten in some of the other towns, or in the other 2 towns so far. They seem to be a little bit more on edge, but they, you see them kind of look to each other, and kind of one whispers to the other. It says, "All right, well, we're welcome to Targos. We tend to keep a little bit more to ourselves here, and we're a little bit cautious with our security here, and I hope that you are. We don't want any roughhousing or ruffians here in Targos. That's all we're looking to keep out."
Understood. We mean no trouble. In fact, we've been of some assistance to the past towns we've been to, Lonelywood and Tourmaline.
Yes.
So we've
This is why you're dead, Latin.
we've assisted Speaker Horace and the town of Lonelywood and with several of their issues, and so we mean no trouble, and we're just travelers passing through and looking to help where we can, but also seek our contacts and our colleagues along the way. So just looking for stay here in Targos.
If you're looking for stay, you can check out the Luskin Arms down near the docks. They should have room and board for you there.
Would it happen to be just like Luskin itself?
Is there another Luskin? And he kind of points you in the general direction of the inn that he was talking about.
Hey guys, pirate bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love pirate bars.
Lake pirates.
Like pirates. Don't say that too loud, I might take offense.
So, so they open up and let you guys pass through the gates into Targos.
I'm gonna keep my eye open for the tattoo parlors.
Tattoo. Oh yeah, the tattoo cart or whatever he walks around with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know it's not happening right now, Keelan. I'm just, setting precedents.
That's fine.
I'm gonna keep my eye open in general. I'm assuming that there will be people picking pockets or looking neat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make me a perception check.
Ooh, I like that one,
suspicious
Ree.
vibes as well.
That is good. I like that one.
I like that one, Ree.
Kind of
Ooh,
articulate.
that is solid.
Spring Seekers. There
I
you
like
go.
it.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
We could even shorten it up for like the Seekers if we want to keep
Oh, we
it
could be
punchy.
the SS.
Okay, Colin doesn't like it.
I shorten it up to Seekers, right? I mean, then you don't got to deal with the other rest, but the Spring Seekers is...
No, it's nothing like that. We're an elite group of guardians. Wait, no.
Very passionate.
Attempting to
Okay,
preserve.
We
wear
bring shock and awe everywhere we troop.
Let's ignore the second half of the conversation. Everyone agree that's actually a pretty good name?
For now.
There's got to be another name for spring that we can use.
We can think on it.
I like the
Anti-winter
Seeker though.
Association.
All right. So you guys head into the
Dawn.
gates. Oh, the Dawn Seekers.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. Anyways, we got to get off this thing. We're just
Yeah, we
gonna
sure do.
be the entire episode is just gonna be us. What about the?
All right, there we go. Dawn Seekers it is. Perfect. Maybe we'll figure that out.
Okay.
Let it simmer. All right, we're heading towards the Lonely Arms, and we are
Luskin Arms.
keeping the Luskin Arms. I wrote
We got
that.
lonely arms.
And we're keeping an eye out for suspicious people because we've got a couple of suspicious people, and I'm also doing it because I'm keeping an eye out on people. So I will also roll a perception check.
Okay.
I just had this really awesome idea of it actually being the Lonely Arms. We walk in there and it's actually a vampire bar. Because if people don't read Anne Rice, that's actually a bar that services vampires.
Okay. All right. Keeping an eye out as you guys head into town. You guys see a number of people kind of out walking about and going from house to house. There's a little bit more activity here in Targos than there was in Tourmaline. And people out on the street. You don't know if it's just kind of the location where they are on Mare de Walden, or if it is just a little bit more perceived safety of the wall surrounding Targos.
You said someone was going door to door.
People are just kind of walking. You've seen a couple of people like walking out of one house and kind of walking into another as if they are heading over to a at this point it's early evening, and people may be joining other people for a shared meal of some sort.
So friendlier.
Friendlier, perhaps to each other, but the experience that you had at the gate was a little bit more standoffish to outsiders. So, is what you've noticed so far. You guys kind of head your way through town, heading over towards the ridge, and following that down, and eventually heading your way down into the docks, and eventually making your way over to just outside one of the longer docks, the Luskin Arms. You see what looks like a relatively old house, one of the older looking houses here in Luskin, and sorry, not Luskin, here in Targos. And kind of as you think back to your time in Tourmaline and Lonelywood, one of the older houses, kind of compared to even those as well, or one of the older buildings compared to even those as well. And kind of as you enter in, you open up the door, and kind of standing behind the bar back, you see a male human, kind of balding, sunk into sunken with just kind of a depressed look on his face, just feeling that despair kind of comes you get this feeling of despair that kind of comes across him as you guys enter into the Luskin Arms. And you hear him say, "Welcome to the Luskin Arms, the oldest building here in Targos. What can I do you for?"
Looking for lodging for the evening?
We have lodging, if that's what you're looking for. The going rate is 7 silver pieces per room per night.
Look at everybody else.
That's rather steep, isn't it?
I was going to say cheap.
He says, "Are you looking to stay someplace else? I can recommend to you the outside of the wall, if that's what you're looking for."
Can I get a read on him? Just is he just argumentative, or
Sure.
Just insulted his place.
Just
Make
on.
me an insight check.
realistically, like?
Yeah.
God, I cannot roll above a 5 today.
I want to look at
Yeah.
him too. I want to look at him too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Looking at him, I mean, like, he looks sad, looks depressed, Looks like he hears a ringing in his ears. No, he doesn't. Yeah. Quixotic, you wouldn't notice, but he just has this. It's hard to put a. It looks like he has been defeated. So, and doesn't care what other people think, and is gonna do his thing.
All right. I just kind of who do I whisper into? Exotic. Just he looks pretty beat down. Just he's not interested in bartering and pushing it around. He just wants to just get this deal done.
That's fine. Were you expecting someone else? You looked surprised when we walked in.
Not surprised. Just we don't get a lot of travelers coming through Targos since the winter has started, and its business just isn't what I had planned on in retirement here.
What was your previous profession, if I may ask?
My previous profession was for me to know and you not to. You got a serious case. You got a serious reply of not your fucking business.
None ya.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyways,
All right.
yeah, we'll take
Wonder
3
why
rooms.
business is down. 3 rooms. Yep.
That sounds good.
He says I can prepare 3 rooms for you. That'll be 2 gold. I'll give you a deal for 2 gold.
That's fine. I'll get it.
Pay him an electrum.
Because fuck you. No, I got it.
He says if you're paying with an electrum, that'll be triple the price.
This guy used to be an adventurer for sure.
Right.
So, he says if you're looking for food, well, I can provide something for you. If you're looking for better food, the 3 Flags Sailing Tavern, just north of here, they have a little bit better food than what I can provide to you.
Which one's that? The 3 Flags, did you say?
3 Flags Sailing Tavern.
That's not a go-getter.
Just kind of like hanging back and like feeling weird about are we in the Luskin place, I thought? Right?
The Luskin Arms, yep.
Yeah, feeling weird about being in a very Luskin building, nowhere near Luskin.
What did he say his name was, or did he never mention it?
I think he said, did he?
I don't believe he has.
Thinking back on it, you don't think he said his name?
I'm watching Monty. Like, how you feeling, buddy?
You guys don't. I mean, I don't want to. You know, maybe we'll wait till you get to a private table at the tavern, but I don't know. I don't feel quite right, but I don't feel quite off. Like, you guys don't feel anything?
No more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe a night's rest, maybe a good meal, maybe something warm, and I can shake this. But I don't know. I haven't ever since Lonely Wood, and maybe before that. I don't know, but I just can't shake it.
Hmm.
Maybe
that mom's
maybe
man.
let's go. Let's reserve our rooms here and maybe head to the 3. What did we say it was? The 3.
3 Flags.
3 Flags Sailing. That's a really bad name, actually. All right. He kind of leads you up towards the second floor of the inn, and kind of points out, this is your room, and your room. Please don't disturb any of the other guests here. If you have any questions, I'll be downstairs. the ale is all right, and they definitely won't poison you.
If you
you
have any
seen any other
questions,
guests?
just fuck right off.
Right. Have any other questions? Go fuck yourself. Have a nice day. Have we seen any other guests yet? Or
And downstairs at one of the tables, you saw two people chit-chatting downstairs, but they paid no mind to you guys as you guys came in. So
So it's a very private place. Gotcha.
definitely a little more keep to yourself sort of situation.
town seems that way with the walls and everything.
So
All right, should we go grab some dinner?
settle into the Luskan Arms and head off towards the Three Flag Sailing.
I'm
Yep.
gonna, when we're traveling, be keeping an eye out for a female dwarf and a creepy looking dude who doesn't look like he's affected by the weather.
Okay. Sounds good.
Aside from the one we already have.
We don't have any dwarfs though.
No, not traveling with a dwarf, but the creepy looking dude not affected by the weather.
You fucking kidding me?
I'm not, but you are.
Apparently.
Okay. You guys head out of the Luskan Arms and are kind of heading north along the inside of the harbor and whatnot. And kind of as you guys get to about here, kind of like this intersection, you guys see as you're trudging through the town and the snow's crunching underneath your feet, you hear a bark of a dog over the whistle of the wind. And kind of coming down from the road, following, essentially following your tracks, you see a wolf-sized dog, sled dog, with light gray fur, running toward you, dragging a broken leather harness behind it.
What's that, Lassie? Timmy's trapped in the
It's a dog. It's just a dog.
It's a
You
big
see a
dog.
wolf-sized dog kind of running towards you, and kind of,
Fuck with it.
you know what?
I'm not gonna fuck with it.
It looks like it should be carrying something, dragging something.
I mean, it definitely looks like a sled dog with a broken harness on it, and kind of as you guys are looking at it, kind of runs. It starts to like kind of run north along the harbor in front of you guys, and kind of begins to head, continuing to following along the docks.
Where did you say it came from? It came from like here.
It came down the hill, kind of following your tracks and kind of heading into where you guys were probably right here on the edge of the opening of the thing.
How close did he come? He came close enough for us to see that it was like a broken harness, but
Yeah, I mean, like, it came 10, 15 feet from you guys, and it looks like it was kind of on a pathway. So
Is it probably broken town? It wouldn't be far, I imagine,
curious.
to figure it out. Yeah. Can I?
Like,
So you
go
said he came down the
follow
hill
it?
for sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I try and trot up the hill to see if I can see the kind of the path he cut? So like this way? Because theoretically either way, we should be able to see him when he runs by this area, right? If we go over here.
depends on the elevation and all that, but maybe.
We're going up a hill, right?
I mean, theoretically, you should be able to see it, but like it is dark outside, so
Yeah.
Keep
So
forgetting it's
we gotta
fucking dark. all
Follow
the
him, or like that was weird. Should we go after that?
time. Well, if the harness broke in town, he's coming from where it happened. If he's trying to get to somewhere, I don't know. I feel like we should go from where he came from, maybe, right?
Yeah, is he leaving like a trail that we can try and track back?
Let's go look where he ran past, and then let's go look where he came from, because I think he's gone now. So let's go where he came from. That's where we're going anyway. So
okay. You guys are sort of kind of head towards the direction where she was going. Make me a survival check. Who's up there?
You okay, Rob?
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute.
Are you making a survival check?
I'm gonna make that survival check. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
With gusto.
Chewing too loud like an idiot.
Okay. I mean, like looking through, I mean, you can. And the snow around here is pretty relatively packed down and whatnot. So tracks are not as easy to see. But I mean, like, this is a wolf-sized dog, and following your axe beaks tracks, and like, it kind of follows in line the direction of which you guys came. It kind of looks like as you kind of start to head up the hill a little bit.
So either A, it's tracking the axe beaks and Colin's dog is going to kill it, or Colin's axe beak is going to kill the dog.
Not my problem.
Yep, not our problem. Or B, it's tracking the axe beaks because it's curious and Colin's axe beak is going to kill the dog and it's not our problem anyways.
Or is that just a travel route and it's coming from where I don't know. I'm convinced
So-
it's coming from somewhere.
How about we go get food?
Or
I'm unconcerned to begin with.
it's a curiosity, and I'm like curiosity.
It's a dog.
But I'm not gonna go. It's a big dog. Or have we seen other dogs? Is this an anomaly?
It's a sled dog.
Yeah.
Can I at least make it to? It came from down the hill, right? Can I at least make it to the top of the hill,
Or
see
it's
if I can see
following us,
some sort
so
of
it would be
commotion?
backtracking.
Right. No, we were here. We were going here. It came from over here, right?
Yep. And
Okay.
went kind of along the
Went
pathway of which you guys were
along
going to go.
Oh, which
it
we were
went
going to go.
along the shoreline, right?
So let's just, we have to go that route anyways. So let's go get food.
Because
Oh,
I
you
think
wanna-
as,
yeah,
as
you
you
wanna
make it
follow
towards
the
the top of the hill, you don't see the dog, but it'd be hard to see. You think it'd be hard to see the dog, kind of if it followed along the shoreline.
I'm
It's
more
just a little
I'm
bit
more
beyond
trying
it.
to try and figure out where it came from, not where it's going to.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I-
I mean, it looks like it came like from like it followed the same pathway of
oh,
which you
okay,
guys
this way. Okay,
entered into town.
got it.
Okay. Yeah, with your survival check, I mean, it looks like it either was tracking your axe beaks, but because it didn't follow them any further south towards the Luskan Arms where you guys went. It looks like it may have just come in from out of town. So
I think it was tracking us. I think there's things following us, and I think we need to be more on the lookout for these.
I'm concerned it was
We've got
dragging our
owls,
sled and
We've got dogs. We've got like there's a lot of like.
Or it's a culture that we know nothing about.
Well, I mean, a couple of us should technically know some about it.
So ask Monty.
Okay, I'm asking Monty.
yeah, Monty, ask yourself.
Monty,
I'm
I
not telling you.
Monty, as you say owls, you hear kind of off in the distance.
And what's up with the owl? Why is it following us?
That's exactly what I'm telling you guys. Like, there are things. Some that I go quiet down. I'm like, there's some things are trying to like they're coming after us.
All right, let's kill the owl. Let's kill the dog.
Yeah. So what you're telling me is you want to kill everything.
Well, okay, the things that stand out, we should notice them. I'm not saying we got to react. I'm not saying we got to let on to what's going on here, but
I'm not saying I'm not noticing. What I'm saying is let's keep doing what we're doing and see what happens around us. Let's not go looking for trouble.
That's fine, but we should just be aware of our surroundings.
The dog's a new scrimshaw. Let's go to the bar. Let's go to the bar. If we see the dog, we see the dog, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys head into the Three Flags sailing. Inside, you see the atmosphere is very subdued. You see a number of people sitting at tables. They look cold and unsure about the people entering into the tavern. Behind the bar, you see a plump, gray-haired widow, human, and she says, "Welcome to the Three Flags, Salad. What can I get you?"
Food and drink, and I think that's really about it. And just a place to sit and relax.
Well, you've come to the right place. Ma will take good care of you. She says, "Our stew here is the stuff of, we'll warm you. We'll warm your bones. As if
It's
you
not
were,
knucklehead trout, is it?
It is not knucklehead trout."
Hallelujah. I'll take one.
Tired of knucklehead trout, Alice?
A little bit. It was good. There was just so much of it.
She
Watch
says,
It won't be knucklehead trout. It'll be rainbow trout now.
she says, "Have you guys been traveling clothes like that? You're going to catch your death cold. Trust like that. Come in.
Do you have something better?
I don't, but
We're in, aren't we? We're in like heavy winter gear.
Yeah, we're in like
aren't we?
heavy winter clothes.
Yeah, but she's so motherly. I'm digging this
She's
because
Ma.
Yeah.
my mom's
I'm
been
into
like
it.
dead for so long.
But I'm just saying, if she knows better, let me know, please.
That's either way. Warmer is better. That's my preference.
she says a bowl of moss stew will help warm me up.
Sounds perfect.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
you
Glad I
said
don't eat.
moss stew.
Maz.
Oh,
Maz stew.
M-O-Z.
Okay, so that makes me
M-O-Z.
happier. I think.
I was thinking of Ma, M-A''S.
That is exactly what it is.
Okay.
So
Who's this Maz person? Do they own the bar?
she goes, "I'm Ma."
Maz? Your name is Maz? That's
No,
very
Mom,
special.
Oh my
as in
God.
mom.
Monty, go sit down.
Monty's been having a bad brain day.
Oh,
today.
you got any Will
He's been
Barker
hearing
I can chew on?
things.
bad brain.
Oh,
She goes, "My name's Ethan, but everyone around here calls me Ma."
There's no Tylenol in this rum, Monty. I'm sorry.
You can give him another concussion.
she
Maybe
wants
they'll
some Willow
cancel him out.
So, yeah, it's kind of small table, kind of,
hobbies.
and as you guys sit down, Ma brings around a round of ales. She goes, "The soup will be right up. If there's
Thank you,
anything
Ma.
else, if there's anything else you need in the interim, let me know."
Have you heard of anybody floating around doing tattoos in your city?
You're talking about Ishmael?
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
Ishmael hasn't been here in a few days.
Damn. I'm
Uh,
never gonna find him.
it's been 2 fucking towns. There are 10 of them,
Shh.
Gotta work.
No,
Uh,
but this is me in character saying this.
right? And she says, Ishmael came through here a few days ago, heading east. He said that he was hoping to head to East Haven for some work over there.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, have you seen anybody who's lost a dog?
Like a big dog.
Big dog.
Dog.
I described the dog to her.
Biggest sled
Probably
dog
was
I've ever
running
seen.
sleds.
She says there's a number of people around here who use sled dogs to travel from town to town. But the dog you're talking about sounds like Keegan's dog. Just a few blocks north of here.
Is he normally let it run around without the sled?
So she says, generally no. Keegan takes good care of his dogs. That sounds a little bit odd that you would see one of his dogs running around.
And now we have a reason to go look now. See?
I feel concerned.
And now I do as well. Now we can begin.
Still not concerned.
It's like you got hit with the hook, but you never got to the actual plot portion of the plot hook.
It's fine. It was a dog running around.
So stay for food and drink, or do we find the dog?
I say stay for food and drink and then go find dog.
What if the person is hurt?
Then
All
we'll
right.
be running around on a full stomach at least.
I take like a really healthy swig of my ale and probably take down like at least half of it. And then I look at Quixotic. I'm like, you want to go look for the dog with me?
Oh
Yes,
my
I do
god.
want
Okay,
to go
fine.
look
for
Let's
the
look
dog.
for the dog.
I do.
I'm
What are
sorry,
you
I'm a
doing on a
terrible
full
person for
stomach?
wanting to help.
But I'm hungry.
You
Let
can,
him
we
go.
don't we
Eat
don't
your
all have to
food.
go. I just like me and Quixotic will walk around and find a dog maybe.
All right.
Go, you're just saying you want to go talk to a man about a dog.
I can see
Is
him.
that what you're saying?
So
Quick-
we now got birds, and now you want to go get a dog too?
Quixotic turns and goes,
Yeah.
You want some pocket bacon while we walk?
Keep it for the dog.
Keep it for the dog. Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Who's going?
So Gozotic and Alice head out of the Three Flags Sailing and bundle back up. Ma says, make sure you close your coat up. I don't want you catching a cold here. And Tara goes, I don't want any bad names coming to our town.
I love her.
She just wants you to button up to put your cleavage away. She's old fashioned.
She looks at you and she kind of, I love you too. And as you guys head out, looking
I call it
for-
after them before they call out. If you guys aren't back by the time I finish, I'm gonna come after you.
All right. What did you
Sounds
you
good.
say the owner's name was of the dog?
Keegan?
Keegan.
Keegan.
And the
That's
dog's
what she
name was
said.
what?
She did not say.
Okay. Does she know? I'll ask. Do you know the dog's name? Just out of curiosity. It seems one of a kind.
She says, I believe from what you're describing, it sounds like it might be his Keegan's lead dog. I believe the dog goes by Boy.
Boy.
All
Get
right.
over here, boy.
Of course it is, boy. All right. Thank you very much. We're going to see if Keegan is all right and then be back for dinner. Hopefully.
She
Quickly.
says, okay, watch out for a deer on your way out of town, on your way through town.
Yeah, is there deer? I don't stop to say are there deer in town, but all
Go, let's just go.
right. Well, yeah. Let's do this quick.
All right. I'm following your lead. Do you want to
Yeah. Well,
go look for Keegan or go look for dog?
let's see if we can find dog first, I guess.
All right.
So we head north, I'm guessing. Is anyone
Yep.
else coming with us, or is it just us two?
No,
Just
you
you
do.
two.
All right.
All right. Yep. He was going this way. Here, boy.
Here, boy.
Got a nice juicy bone for you.
You guys head north and kind of as you guys start to round the corner, you guys are about here at this point, and you see the dog here at this house, kind of pawing at the door.
Oh.
Okay. Hello there, boy. We are hoping to help you out, I think. I'll approach slowly because it's a big fucking animal, right?
I mean, it's a decently sized sled dog. It's a large sized sled.
Okay. Yeah. For dramatic effect.
Right.
I'll approach it. Maybe kind of get drop some bacon away from the door a little bit, and check to make sure the door's open. See if it's open or not.
And the dog barks as it's trying to get attention, and it's pawing and scratching at the door, and it doesn't pay attention really to you or to the bacon that you put down on the ground.
Okay.
Is he pawing hard enough that it would be considered like almost a knock, like someone inside would hear it?
I mean, like, it's trying to, but like the door seems to be relatively secured.
All right.
So-
I'll give a hard knock and hello?
You do the knock, and all of a sudden You wait, and the door opens up. And behind the door, you see a handsome man open the door. Looks to be in his 30s or so. And he goes, "Boy, what are you doing here?" And he looks to be a little bit unsettled. But the dog races inside and kind of is like happy to see this person who has answered the door.
I'll say, would you be Keegan by chance?
He says, "I am Keegan, but you don't seem to be my husband. Coming back with Boy." That's come inside. Where did you find Boy? Let's talk about what do you have?
He was just running through town.
He does not seem to have his sled attached. I'm guessing the lead snapped, right? I mean, I kind of point at him. He's clearly like wearing half of what he should be wearing, right?
He says, "Yes, that's definitely not optimal. My husband was hired a few days ago by some adventurers to head up to Kelvin's Cairn by way of Cair Kernig. But I wasn't expecting him to come back for a few days yet, and I was expecting him to come back with Boy. Oh man, this is wow. I mean, he looks to be distraught of the fact of seeing his dog here without his husband.
What is your husband's name, if I may ask, just so that everyone has a frame of reference here. We're trying to help you out. Hopefully.
Garrett. He's not from 10 Towns. He's comes from a relatively wealthy family in Neverwinter. And when I met him, he was working as a guide. He loves the outdoors. He loves climbing mountains, and so people routinely hire him to kind of explore the different parts of the Cairn. And a few days ago, people had hired a group of adventurers had hired him to explore the slopes of Kelvin's Cairn, and they had acquired some climbing gear at a shop in Cair Kernig. But Garrett was supposed to lead them up to the mountain. He took 6 of our sled dogs with him. Boy here was Garrett's favorite. He raised him from a pup. Boy would never leave Garrett's side unless something terrible has happened.
Oh, there was an exclamation point over the dog. I didn't notice at first.
Yeah, whoops. Go ahead.
Are you able to go check on him? Do you need help with that?
My skills are not anything compared to what Garrett's are in survival and adventuring. I know it's a lot to ask, but would you be willing to check on Garrett and his companions? I don't have any money for you to offer for you, but the proprietor of the Luskin Arms is a friend of mine, and I'm sure if you give me a hand, if you help me out, I'm sure I could work some free room and board for you at with Owen.
What does Garrett look like, and how far is the cairn? And what did you say the man's name was from the Luskin Arms? Owen?
Owen is the proprietor of the Luskin Arms.
Thank you. Yes, I forgot to ask. Boom.
Right. And Garrett, he's a tall, sandy-haired fellow, relatively muscular, and very knows his way around how to survive in the cold here.
So he's a human, yes.
Yes.
No. Okay.
He is indeed a human.
Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
He says, I would greatly appreciate it. I could also offer you some of my scrimshaw. It's not worth much, but it's all I have to offer you.
Where is the cairn? You said, is it what direction and how far?
He says, as he kind of describes where the cairn is. The cairn is in the center of the valley of 10 towns at the north end of the Dwarven Valley. Most people setting out for the cairn leave from Caer Carnig, which is where Garrett had met up with the adventurers who had hired him.
So the dog boy ran presumably all the way from the cairn, right? Because you're saying her husband left from Caer Carnig to take them up, theoretically?
His husband.
His husband, sorry.
Oh.
His husband.
He says, he left a few days ago. And so if Boy is just getting back now, he for sure at least likely made it, my guess is likely made it to Caer Carnig. If not, and if he didn't, that would be the first place I would check to see if the other fitters at Caer Carnig had if they had seen Garrett come through to take the group up to the cairn.
Okay.
It's a long ways away. But maybe we end up that way anyway.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but would it be is time of the essence?
Well, it took him a couple of days to get here, right? We will see if we can find out what happened. Maybe Boy just came loose, but I doubt he would have. I doubt he would have ran all the way home if he was around. So we will look when we have a moment. I think. Yeah, but the owners were at the end, right? I don't think he's just gonna leave one, right?
That's fair.
So I say, Keegan, we will do what we can. I think we're going to be traveling around fairly often. So if we do encounter him, we will send word for sure.
Yep.
I would greatly appreciate that. Garrett means the world to me, and I don't know what I would do if something terrible has happened. But his survival skills are very. His survival skills lead me to believe that he would, if something has happened, that he might still be alive.
Okay.
Good to hear.
Well, yeah. I guess the last thing before we go is the group that hired him. Can he kind of give us a kind of a rundown of who that was or what they looked like?
I don't know much about them, but the Frozen Far expeditions in Caer Carnig would be able to tell you more about the group that hired him.
Frozen Far?
The Frozen Far expeditions. You can ask for Tinus Swift there. He's a former ranger and definitely would be able to tell you a little bit more about the group that hired him.
Thank you. Okay, we will, like I said, we will do what we can. We will leave you to your evening, I guess. Unless Alice, did you have anything else you wanted to ask?
No, hopefully we'll be in touch soon.
That would be ideal.
I truly hope so. Thank you.
All right, let's go.
Have a pleasant evening. Make sure that good boy gets all the food he needs.
Boy will definitely be well taken care of.
Speaking of food, our stew's getting cold.
Yeah, let's go get our stew. All right, so we wander back out in the cold.
Yes.
Thank you for humoring me. I would have been worried.
Yeah, well, with good reason, I guess.
That dog literally ran for days. I'm assuming it's not the short trip, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Although it probably would have been a day's run, just kind of looking at the map, realistically. If he followed the roads.
I mean, it's probably if you were to guess, probably about a 30-mile jaunt or so.
Okay.
From Targos to Karakirnig.
Well, yeah, okay. And Tourmaline to Targos takes 4 hours, so I'm just guessing by just moving that around in my brain.
Yeah, and you think that's probably a
12 hours or more?
Targos to Karakirnig is probably
via dog sled with no sled on it.
right. Let's see. It's probably a 12 or so hour walk or hike to get over there. So
sure, okay. So he's been running all day, presumably. Yep. All right. Let's go get some food. There's nothing more we can do now for the evening.
I agree. So we go back to the group.
I hope this freaking stew is good. I'm sick of fish.
You guys head back into the Three Flags Sailing, and your stew is sitting at the table waiting for you.
While they were gone, I would have maybe been trying to listen or pushing someone who's good at listening to listen for if there's any talk about that trader that travels, if they're in this town currently.
Okay. Listening about, you hear a number of fishermen discussing their catch for the day or lack of catch. You hear a couple complaining about having to take drag their boats across the ice, trying to get to open water, and you hear one of them say, "You chucklehead, you aren't just cutting a hole in the ice like Bill over here. He's the only one who seems to have caught anything today." You don't hear any. You listen a little bit closer to some of them, but none of them seem to be talking about
traveling merchants or
anything.
All right. I would have just sat quietly with my arms crossed at the table while everyone else ate.
I ate.
Okay. You guys dig into the stew, and it is a welcome reprieve from just like fish. And there is delicious, almost, it's super tender meat inside of the stew, along with some potatoes, and it's just a welcome hearty stew.
Yeah.
Either mammoth or axe beak, so
I don't care whichever one. It's
could
delicious.
be elk or caribou or something like that.
Could also be people.
Could be people.
Don't care.
Could
It's
be.
delicious.
It's not one, no.
couldn't
The
hope.
locals called them long pig.
Long pig.
Here's
So-
all you need to know. Okay, it is meat. It is delicious. Let's leave it at that.
Yep.
Let's not go into anything further.
If you
Okay,
eat too much of it, you get some sort of tremor.
let's just stop.
Mm, mm.
Ignore
So
all
anyways,
of that.
So that
Focus on
missing
the
guy,
fact it's delicious.
Yeah,
so
so
that missing guy, the sled dog, are
yeah.
we gonna go after him? I mean, like, what did she say about, or what did he say about, like how far away this might mean, or what he was up to?
He said that the expedition should have left from Kerkonig, which is kind of the other end of this major roads that we're on. Which means the dog probably would have been running all day to get here.
Did he say how
Depending on
long
what-
he left, and if he would have been at his destination by now, or?
He should have been going up Kerkonig at this point. I think was the implication, right? That
Yeah,
he'd been gone a couple of days.
Yeah, he said that at this point, he should have been heading up the mountain towards Kelvin's Cairn at this point
Yeah.
with a group that had hired him.
Did you get a chance to inspect the harness? Did it look torn or broken or bit or?
It was initially
Cut.
described as damaged. I think was the when
Yeah.
you ran by the first time. I didn't inspect it further. So.
This is the
Yeah.
first local concern we've had that isn't actually local. Everything's we've been able to take care of, and this is
that's a
sheer
big
across
distance.
10 towns.
Yeah.
Does Keegan have like anybody else looking for him too, or are we the only people they've told?
We're the first
I
ones
think
to stumble on it.
Well, yeah, we actually introduced the issue to
The
Keegan.
issue to them, right? Okay.
Yeah, he didn't know his husband was gone until we let the dog into his house.
Who let the dogs in?
It was
Concerned like this, you know, that he might be.
Q.
Yeah, right. He might be in trouble or hurt, and like his. Like
Well, let's eat, and then we could spend the night and head out, or we can head out now.
All
I
right,
also
so
don't feel like rushing to save someone that is like 3 days away is going to make a difference 3 days or 6 days. Either they're okay and they're alive when we get there, or they're dead. I don't feel like it's going to make a difference.
Yeah. So I
I-
vote let's stay the night at least, and then we'll head out in the morning and see if we can hunt this person down.
I care a lot about making sure that this person is okay. I do also care about trying to figure out this murder mystery, which
So while you guys were gone, I didn't hear anything about the trader who travels with the person that we're looking to talk to. So they might not even be here.
that's true, but this is one of the towns that sacrifices people.
But not
So
in 2 days. They don't.
no, well, actually, in 2 days they would sacrifice someone because that'll be
Well,
the
here's
new moon.
here's the plan. We'll be out of here in 2 days.
Oh
But
wait, no, Keelan,
they
we
sacrifice them on the new
They
moon,
sacrifice on the new moon.
and
Word
then
moon is-
and then the murders happen later.
and new moon is coming.
You guys
New
are
moon
three,
is-
3 days away from the new moon.
Okay. All right.
Yep, 3 sleeps.
well, we have. Yeah,
Well,
we do have
if
to
we
figure
take the
out
road
who-
to
2 sleeps
Go
and
ahead.
on 3rd sleep.
if we take the road to Bryn Shandir, if the group is not here, there's only one more town further than here. We can ask specifically if they've passed through. But if we travel to Bryn Shandir, we'll either run into them or land in Bryn Shandir and find out if they are there.
That's
And then on
true.
top of that, if we're looking for this gentleman, he's in the direction of the final town in which they might be in.
That's
In
true.
addition to the fact that we all have contacts in Brinchadir that we're hoping to meet up with, a couple of us at least.
I feel like before we leave here, we should at least talk to the town speaker. So far, we've made friends with at least 2 of them. I cannot imagine it would be hurtful if we continue to follow that trend.
And if
Right.
you get put in that lottery because you talked to that person,
I don't
Well,
know
I
if they're
don't
gonna.
think they do non-worshippers. right?
First
I'm
off,
just
they're going
saying
to
I
have
would
to
rather
catch
keep
me.
my nose out of anyone else at this point.
Oh,
They're
I
going
mean,
to
then
have
we,
to catch
then we
me.
fight.
Worshipper or not, throwing bodies at this god doesn't do anything. So I don't think it matters who they
I-
put.
I
So I
don't
mean, we
think
get 2 options here. We've got to investigate the ritual and uncover some of that, and then potentially there's this time sensitive scenario with with Keegan and his husband. So, I don't know how long that one's going to be able to sit. But
He is a super survivalist, so
Yes, that was established.
It seems
have
like
a broken leg or not access to water or.
there's snow everywhere, dude.
I'm just
Well,
saying. I think.
yeah, but if it's frozen and you don't have a heat
Yeah.
source, it doesn't do you any good.
Sorry. Ah, I like that joke.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm?
it's, rushing to save this man seems like a risk to us. More risk than traveling a day to fight something, or traveling days in the snow to maybe find a corpse. I don't think we need to expedite that process. So why don't we figure out what we're figuring out here and then roll out?
We also
Yeah.
have to think, how far is this dog going to run?
Well, either way, I think we should spend the night here. Maybe talk to the
Town speaker.
and then we can head out. Unless there's anything else we find of interest in town. Ma, oh Ma, is there
Yes,
anything else
yes, honey.
of major interest in this town? What do the tourists come here for?
There are no tourists.
I know.
Most people come into town for our fishing, but there is a if you're looking for anything, there's a general store here as well, Trigolo, that the Justin has any of your any fishing needs that you may have.
Is there anyone?
Nope.
is there anything
Sorry, I
like-
lied. The only items he does not sell are fishing and sailing supplies. But anything else you may need for your time here in Targos, he would be able to help you procure.
What'd you say his name was again?
Justin, Jestin.
Is there any persistent concern in this city that needs to be addressed, or is everything just kind of fine?
She says most people here in town tend to keep to themselves, and sounds like I overheard you went and talked to Keegan, and it sounds like he's one of the few people who tends to express a little bit more than other people in town, and it sounds like he is concerned about his husband not coming back with boy.
And we journeyed from Tourmaline, and we spent a little bit of time in Lonelywood, and we've noticed that with the darkness, there's been a lot of new local customs that have popped up in the areas, and we're just curious. I'm curious. I'm a scholar myself by trade, and what do you guys do here in Targos for the new moon? I know it's approaching soon. Do you guys have your own customs as well? And
She smiles and kind of gives you a knowing nod, and she goes, I think you know the answer to that question. If we here in Targos think that as devilish as it may seem to outsiders, that in order to appease Ariel and end this winter, we put our names into the drawing, and on the new moon, one of us sacrifices our lives to Ariel.
And I'm not judging. I've studied a lot of really a lot of different cultures and civilizations, and so I've seen a lot of different practices. And I mean, is there a ceremony coming up? I'd be curious to observe. I'm not a practice of Ariel myself. I wouldn't feel proper participating, but I'm curious in the process and learning more about it.
She says all the residents over the age of 16 are Their names are put into the drawing, and on the new moon, in 3 nights' time, we draw a name, and the sacrifice is offered to Ariel.
Is the speaker or a priest, or who facilitates that?
She says the speaker is usually the one who facilitates, draws the short straw of drawing a name out of the group.
Ma, between you and I, what is the likelihood that this drawing stays fair? There's no patterns for the sacrificed, right?
She says, she pauses and says, as far as we can tell, it's fair. From what we've witnessed, there. Goodness gracious, dude. Yeah,
Yikes.
I basically from her response, she thinks that the sacrifice is fair as far as she can tell. So
Okay. Now, because I was checking for a lie, technically that's a 16, but I'm assuming that's still accurate.
it's only a 16 if she's lying to you, and as far as you can tell, she
And as far as I
is.
can tell, she's telling the truth. Okay.
Yep.
Are there?
And
Go ahead.
I was going to ask about the murders as well, because one of them happened here. Did you hear anything about the local boy? There was a human in Targos that passed, yes? Under weird circumstances?
She says there was a body found a few weeks ago with a shard of ice in his chest. And she's gotten real quiet. She's describing to you this in almost hushed tones. And she says, I know you were asking about whether or not the drawings are fair. And the rumor mill as it is, as I hear people talking here and there in the tavern, the rumor suggests that he had taken his name, figure out a way to get his name out of the drawing. As the rumors that are being passed around.
I'm assuming he was a local. Is that someone that did he have a name? Is that someone that had a bad reputation, or kind of a, I don't know, ne'er-do-well or something like that?
She says his name was Zen, Zhen, and he was a very nice young man, but all people must set in Luskin must be open to the sacrifice. So.
Yes, I've heard that about Targos.
But that's enough dark talk for tonight. Enjoy your drink. Enjoy your stew. The Luskin Arms will is where you're staying tonight. Will be a pleasant place to rest your head to be.
How old is the Luskin Arms?
Looking, I mean, like, as you guys are coming in or whatnot, like
It's not like 70 or 80 years old, is it?
It's older than that.
Okay. Is there an old established faith of Ariel here, or what do you guys worship here?
Because there's a number of religions that are practiced here in Targos, but there are always people here who worship Ariel, and we all we all band together to try and end her hold over winter here.
Is there a place where worship of Oriel takes place?
She says here in Targos, most people when they worship Ariel head outside of the walls into the unprotected area of the city to embrace her brashness in her cold wind.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
So, and with that, she heads off back to the other side of the bar for you guys to enjoy your stew and ale. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Cool.
As you
Good
guys,
game, everybody.
Yeah.
Got me a
Well, fun.
bird.
Yeah.
Caw.
Came up with a name for mine. I'm gonna call him Flourish.
Ooh,
Flourish.
nice.
Nice. That's slick.
Not bad.
I was this close to White Claw, and I just can't make that jump.
Do it. Do
I
it.
think everybody's made that jump for you, Rob.
It'll carry
Yeah.
for the summer.
It's
Yeah.
too
fuck
late,
it.
Rob.
Yeah, fuck it. His name's White Claw. White Claw.
Nice.
All right, friends. Good night. Thank you, Keelan.
Good night,
Good
Rhiannon.
night. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, night.
See you all later. Bye.
Hi, guys.
Night, night.
Good night.